How was the wedding?
It was quick. It was quick and dirty. We got out of there. For being the people from Massachusetts, we didn't want to hang around and expose.
Oh, I thought you meant because the baby was going to be born anytime soon.
To my knowledge, she was not preggers.
Really?
Yeah.
So she hit it well. That's good.
It's a nice dress.
So you didn't even do the dancing or anything?
No, we didn't
really?
do the dancing. Yeah, we got out.
Well, Massachusetts and Maine now are all good.
Yeah, but I just don't want to be the guy who is at a super spreader event. You saw that other wedding that was basically in that area, and it led to the 500 people being infected and many deaths.
So how does a wedding work in 2020 during this?
It's outside.
Okay. Well, it was a nice day, right?
Yeah, it was a nice day. It's all outside, and there's a basket of masks. And
okay, so you had your mask on.
People kind of stand wherever they want to.
So you just went to the physical wedding?
I went to the ceremony,
So you did not go to there was a reception there? Or?
I stayed for, the best man, the bridesmaid speeches and everything. It took place just basically in an apple orchard. So it was out in a field with a bunch of tents. And
did it feel safe? It sounds safe, no?
Yeah, I mean, people could socially distance according to their own preference. So
Who
we
was your family? Like everyone was there, your brother?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did they stay?
No, they also left a little early.
So everyone you just wanted to leave early.
I mean, it was convenient.
Yeah. It's nothing to do with it.
It was, it was in LaGrange, Maine.
Oh, I know where that is.
Yeah, it's like, it's almost halfway to Madawaska.
Yeah, you just follow the Confederate flags all the way to the...
I did. I saw some Confederate flags. I actually did.
Full of shit. I was in Maine. I didn't see anything.
Well, you were not in the same part of Maine that I was in.
In the coast, they don't have a lot of them.
No,
that's true.
Well, I did see a guy whose house the house looked like the kind of house that would have a Confederate flag. Lots of unregistered cars parked out front.
I saw 10 million whatchamacallit signs too. Sarah Gideon.
Oh yeah, Susan Collins is in the fight for her life.
Is she gonna lose? Give me a little before we get into the other stuff. I know people are listening today to hear this Collins Gideon talk.
Well, they want to know how my wedding.
I'll do it for 2 hours. I'll talk to Dave about it. I don't care. You dare me, you assholes. Believe me, I got to deal with you later in the week, you dummies. I saw a poll that's close, but I don't trust polls anymore, so I don't know.
I think that Sarah, I don't know if you've been watching any television when you're in Maine.
Yes.
But the amount of money being spent on there's no other commercials. All it is the Senate race. Yeah.
All it is every single commercial block is all politics. The entire thing. I mean, I know it's a month and a half out or whatever, but this is, I don't think I've ever seen anything like it.
There's a huge amount of spending going on, and it's not just like Collins and Gideon spending their own money. It's Mitch McConnell and Chuck Schumer coming in with their PACs. There's outside groups. Now that there's a Supreme Court seat open, there's a ton of money coming in. I think Susan Collins hangs on, but it's going to be close.
Huh? I mean, if she gets one more, it's probably, I would think. I don't know. It just feels like...
Well, she is getting up there, but she also, she originally pledged that she was only going to serve 2 terms.
This is what her
fourth.
Yeah. Well, they always lie about that stuff.
Yeah, but I don't know. She's in a tough position with that Supreme Court seat, but Gideon is so weak. So weak.
I have no idea about her.
Yeah, she's just... the big thing for me was when she was the Speaker of the House in the state legislature, she knew that one of her younger representatives had been fired from a girls' private school in Portland for trying to get a little too close with the girls that he was coaching on the soccer team. She covered up for it.
Oh, really?
Because she needed the vote for a very long time. She knew about it and kept him around and kept him voting. And then, he decided to not seek re-election. So she got some ethical problems.
Before we get to the other stuff, and there's stuff to get to, of course, I think people are listening. Most people understand that. Some don't. Give me your quick thoughts on, now that it's been, a week, the life of Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Will you be classy about it like the president was, or like I was?
I have been very classy about it.
I'm not saying you are. I'm just asking. Are you going to be classy about it?
I would say I'm looking forward to, now that she has shed her mortal coil, I think that Clarence Thomas should be the next one who gets videos made of his workout routine.
Well, it's what you mean, masturbating in the pubic hair and coke cans? I got to say, I'm
glad I never have to see another puff piece about her workout routine. Oh, my
goodness.
But no, it's
obviously you saw it. You saw that dopey trainer doing the push-ups in front of her casket.
Yeah.
I just was is everybody is her dentist going to go in front of it and work on a tooth? Why are we doing this?
I will say her pre-SCOTUS career is very impressive.
Oh, I think she was very brave. She had a lot of guts.
Exactly. She fought very hard for equality. And I think that as she became a more seasoned jurist, she allowed her decisions on the court to be made by DNC press releases and her own public opinion.
I like the idea that in the past,
Amy Coney Barrett will make decisions.
Well, okay, good. I think in the past, when I grew up, there was a shroud of secrecy about Supreme Court justices. I like that. Like, I don't like the fact that
they're like the enigmatic quality.
Yeah, they're on. I don't like the fact they're on talk shows and there's documentaries and workouts and like, you shouldn't, stay. I know, but my biggest take again, I know people want to hear this today. I'll go back to back last week. Very brave person, good jurist, whether you agree with her or not, but she fucked over the Democrats.
She's the embodiment of selfish liberalism. That's what she is.
Well, okay, but I mean,
she really is.
There could be a conservative who's 92 on the court. Would you be surprised? I mean, there could be would you be surprised if some conservative lasted until he was 90 years old in the court? I wouldn't be surprised.
No, not at all.
It's not so much that she's liberal.
No, but I mean, the selfishness of wanting to hang on. And
I know, but the fact it does nothing to do with, I don't think it has anything to do with her ideology, Steve.
It does, because she embodies this idea under Obama that liberals were set up for 100-year rule. And like that the White House belonged to Hillary Clinton. Too. No, but I'm saying they thought that under Obama, they thought that liberals had ascended and would rule forever, and Republicans were going to be a permanent minority party.
John McCain's mother is alive, as of right now. She's 107, I think.
Yes.
Let's just say that she was Ruth Bader Ginsburg. If she didn't want to leave, that woman could be on the Supreme Court right now.
Well, yeah, that's what a lifetime appointment
is. Oh, I know,
is.
but that's nuts.
Why? She's got it better together than Joe Biden does.
100, but that's not a great comparison. She's 100. You want 100.
She's like 35 years older than Joe Biden, and she's better.
You want a 102-year-old to be making really thought out, and putting work into it, writing papers and making decisions? You would not.
I think it goes from person to person. Like
Have you been around 90-year-olds?
Yes, but
okay.
I mean, there are 90-year-olds who are better, who are with it, but most of their work is being done by clerks anyways.
Still, I mean, come on. A 90-year-old?
Okay. I don't see age in and of itself as a disqualifying factor.
Any other thoughts before we get to the big stories from the Carano run last week? Give me your overall Carano effort grades.
Before I came in here today, I would have said A.
Oh, really? What happened? Yeah. What happened?
He adjusted my mouse speed.
To what? I don't even know what that means.
He made my mouse really fast.
Did you fix it?
Yeah, I fixed it, but I got in here.
Not a big deal.
It was for me.
What do you mean your mouse? I don't even know what that means.
You move your finger over the trackpad, and my mouse was going too fast.
Oh, you can move that. You can. Do you know there's a speed for that?
Yeah. So I had to go in and change it back. It's like common courtesy to change it back.
Isn't there sort of a normal speed that almost everyone has for it?
Yeah, there's like a default setting for it.
So his was fast.
He cranked it way up. I think he thought that it would help him navigate faster.
Yeah.
He was looking for a performance enhancer. Yeah, I got to drop him down to an A- because he changed my mouse speed.
I thought he did pretty well overall.
I thought he did a really good job. He elicits a response from the Minifans on social media, and that's
hate
all.
Him. Boy, they hate him. Oh my God, we'll get to some react tomorrow. I think tomorrow will be a different show. Today we're going to focus on one or two things, but tomorrow I think I'm going to make my my debut. Dr. Minihane, gynecologist. We're going to be diving into some pussies tomorrow, Steve. Yeah, we're going double fist deep and sifting around Pussyville tomorrow. Dr. Minahane's got some examining to do. Dr. Minihane, gynecologist. But, well, maybe. So, and these people are just nuts.
I know.
I mean, yeah.
They're not as bad as Trump's campaign manager, though.
Well, I don't know. Some of us are starting to wonder. So Saturday morning, I went for a run, and I got a text from Michael Geary and said, "Hey, can I give you a call?" I said, "Well, should have texted back, sure." And finished the run. He called me maybe 10 or 15 minutes later and said, "Hey, just so you know, I'm continuing to struggle with this stuff. I'm going to go into a 12-week program, almost the same place he's at now, for 12 weeks. And that's going to, so he said, I don't think I'm going to be part of the show at least until the beginning of 2021. I don't think he said if at all right there, but I think he said, I'm not sure. And I said that, do what you have to do, and we talked for a minute or two. And he kind of said, I don't really think I should be paid right now. And I think I said, well, if you don't think you should be paid, and you're not going to be in the show for 3 months, it sounds like to me maybe you're talking about leaving the show. And he said, I'm just not sure. I'm in a place where I just can't be made fun of right now. I'm still really sensitive to that. I'm paranoid. I'm going to start taking some medications, and I don't know how that's going to make me feel. He said, I just don't know if this is something I can do right now. I said, well, take the 3 months and we'll figure it out. And then you talked to him, and then we talked. And then I reached out to you and Mike maybe later that day and said, hey, let's do a conference call tomorrow, meaning Sunday, yesterday. And let's let's at least get on the not even we're on different pages, but I just want to make sure when we talk about this today that we're not saying something that's not what Mike is thinking, because I've been in situations similar to this before in other places where then some message was spread that wasn't true, and I don't think that's fair to Mike. It's not fair to us. It's not fair to you guys listening. So Mike said, sure. And then we talked yesterday for, I don't know how long, Steve.
10, 15
minutes. I talked for maybe 2 minutes after that. Then you guys all saw the tweet. So to me, and maybe Steve, you'll have a different take, but the takeaway from the call was Mike is leaving the show, but is going to go through this treatment. And then when he comes back, is open to maybe having some role on the show going forward. I don't know if I'm articulate. It was still sort of, I don't think we quite, and that's okay because Mike's going through shit, but I don't think we quite exactly nailed down completely where, do you think that's right or no?
Well, I think there's going to be some ambiguity because he's going to get to the other side of the program and then make a decision.
See where he's at? Yeah.
So there are a bunch of unknowables here. So we can't pin it down because he needs to go through this experience, work with medications, and make some really hard decisions for himself.
Yeah. Yes. No, I think that's right. So that's the thing I said to him afterwards too, is kind of like, you don't know right now. And I'll say what I was saying all last week. And I guess some people on Twitter didn't like it, and that's fine. But I don't want Mike to come back if any part of him is going to feel uncomfortable, because his role in the show is not really going to change if he comes back. I mean, he's going to be made fun of. And certainly now, I mean, if he's gone for 4 months for this, then callers are going to make fun of him. We're going to make fun of him. Songs will make fun of him.
We are the world.
Exactly. So to Mike's credit, he was like, when I talked to him after, he's like, I totally get that. I wouldn't want you to change it at all. I know you're not going to change. I wouldn't want that to change. I wouldn't want the show to change. So I think, and I said to him, if it continues to feel uncomfortable, you can't come back. If it makes you feel bad and it makes you feel like shit, don't do it. There's other things to do in your life. And if you want to come, I mean, I don't know. So after talking to him, and maybe I'm missing some stuff, Steve, I think in that conversation, we should,
Well, I mean, I think he's struggling, and I think it kind of, I guess he felt like there was a lot of pressure on him every morning when he came in, and then you add in the physical problems of the increasing blindness,
sure. Yeah.
and some other underlying mental health issues. It's not like just there's one thing that explains how he's feeling. It's a combination of different things, and so it's confusing for him, I'm sure, and he needs some time to sort it out. Yeah,
I mean, he was a little sluggish on the call. He sometimes those are tough. He had the second day hangover from that Kingpin Pete party with all his friends on Friday. So it was kind of a rager.
Well, that's what happens when you take all that ecstasy.
It's all that money. It's all that stock money. But no, I mean, it's so, yeah. And I think he's talking about being paranoid, and he said put it this way, this is the way place he's at right now as we speak to you on September 28th. We were scheduled to talk at whatever it was, 2:30 yesterday.
Yeah.
And he said it was in his head all day that he was nervous about this call. And he had said he maybe wanted to come in today and talk about this, but he said he was too scared and not able to do it. So if that's what you're at right now, you're too scared to come in with us, who he's done, I don't know how many shows, 200 shows with?
Yeah.
1,000 hours on the air with, or whatever, 600, then, he shouldn't be crazy to think that he should do it right now. There's no benefit to him or to us or for him to come in right now and put himself in that place. And if 3 months from now he doesn't feel that way, then don't do it. And 3 months from then don't. I'm not going to have him come in here and feel like shit and then get shitty on the air, and then I get mad at him and he feels like shit and people dump on him and he does this again and he does something and then he feels terrible. While he's going through this whole thing with the site, there's no reason. None. And he said to us, I think the quote was, and I could be, I'm not getting it perfectly, but he's like, I just don't know if I can do podcasts anymore or something in that. Did I get that right?
Yes. I think he said something of along the lines of he's questioning whether this is the career path for him.
Yeah. I mean, that's not unreasonable.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell else he's going to do.
It would seem podcasting would be an ideal career path for him.
Is he the only one? What else is he going to do? Sweep streets? He can't do that. He can't see. He's going to be told. we have to make this clear to him. He's going to be totally blind.
Yeah.
Totally. I'm not sure he's aware of that. Totally blind.
Yeah, we kind of joked about it before on the show.
Right. But like he won't be able to see a fucking thing.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. If you said to me, like, Is Mike going to be back on the show? My gut feeling is probably no.
I think probably not.
Well, you said the same
capacity. Yeah. I think that he'll be back on the show, but not regularly.
Yeah, I think that's probably true. And
I'm not saying that based on any inside knowledge. It's just my read of how Mike is doing, and it could be
same here.
Could be a month from now, 2 months from now. He figures out what he needs to figure out, and he comes back, and he's just fucking the same Mike he's always been. That the Minifans love. So
yeah, maybe, but I just think he's now. I don't know. I think he's convinced himself, too, that this is not a healthy thing for him. Once you get that in your head.
But I think it's the exact opposite. I think he's doing the best thing he possibly could be doing, given what he's going through.
Oh, no, I agree with that. But I'm saying I think he's convinced himself that the show is not a healthy day in, day out thing for him.
Oh, well, it definitely isn't.
Well, I don't know. Is it for you?
Probably not, no.
You don't think so? You feel worse physically and mentally doing the show?
Some days, yeah, sure.
Pussy. You need to take a break? Good, leave. Stuck with Corona for 4 months. Great. Take as much time as you need. The seat will be right there for you.
Oh, I'm waiting.
Yeah, I mean, I feel bad. We like Mike, and Mike's been a lot of fun on the show. And, it's this, obviously we beat up on him, but that's his role. And that was his role when he got here, and he knew it. And things change, and people's attitudes change towards what that is, and that's okay.
I think it all really, it started to go downhill when he got involved in politics.
That's true. That's what it can happen to a lot of people.
You couldn't handle it.
It's true. It's happened to many people before.
Yeah.
I'm not sure Mike's been the same since Madawaska.
No, definitely not.
I just think he's been swimming running uphill since then. I don't think he's felt comfortable, and I think some of the personal shots he's taken. And I mean, the truth is, obviously, I've not been thrilled with him since then all the time. Though the last month or so, I thought was fine. Since I came back, I've enjoyed Mike on the show. I feel bad that he was going through that stuff. I've seen people say, "Why didn't you know that he was doing it?" This is not how life works. You don't know. And we talked for a little bit yesterday, and we had a good talk after we had done our conference call. And I just think he's really questioning what he's going to do going forward. And if that means he's not doing the show, that means he's not doing the show. I have no great insight other than that. I mean, I just think Mike's days of doing the show 5 days a week are probably over, and I think that's a big part of that is Mike's choice. I mean, it just feels, again, like you said, that's a gut feeling, but it just feels that way to me.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and maybe that's better for him, and maybe that's better for the show. It's not a knock on Mike. It could just be a compromise situation that's better for everybody involved.
Yeah, I mean, maybe Mike comes back in January or February or March, and we have Carabas on. Maybe one day a week, you and I are on. Maybe we find somebody else. Maybe Mike does a show a week or something, or a couple of shows a week once in a while, and does some YouTube stuff, and works with us, and we do live stuff. He comes with us, and he's part of the show, and that's a little bit of a lighter load, and he can handle that.
Yeah, and I also think that there's a kind of a tragic element to this, because Mike has always wanted to be a Barstool employee, and Mike has always wanted to work with his hero Kirk Minihane, and he has that opportunity. So I'm sure that's adding pressure to what the decisions that he's making now.
I would think, yeah. And I don't know. And look, mental health and I mean, I don't. Obviously, the site factors you throw into it becomes something totally different. I just don't know where the line is that it just changed for him. I don't know what happened, because he talked about I don't know if that was in the conference call when I talked to him afterwards. He said that day that you filmed him was that on the?
Yeah, that was on the conference call. I drove by Mike's apartment just on my way home, because he was moving out, and I thought it'd be funny to get a video of him carrying a microwave or something. He
thought that he was paranoid.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know I don't know what's going on there. And there is part of me, even with the stuff I've gone through, that wants to grab him and be like, "You're fucking blowing this." Yeah. But I know he's not. I know he's going through stuff. But there's that human element.
Yeah, I will say, I think, last night on Emergency Justin and the Minifans, I hate to say it, but Menners was actually articulating that point. That,
but it's not. Yeah, but that's not fair.
No, it's not fair. It's not fair at all. But
I have a new nickname for him, because I know he has one for me.
Little Plump.
Huh? Incest Menners. And I'll tell you why tomorrow. I've got a certain autopsy from Australia from a sister of his when he was younger that's pretty graphic. Incest Menners is my new nickname for him. You like that one?
He looks like he ate her.
Oh, God. Oh, he ate her all right. He ate her all right. A whole peach. Incest Menners. But go ahead. What was his point?
The same point that Mike is probably thinking about, that it's he's throwing away his career.
Yeah, but I think of it as like, intellectually at first I'm like, you're not intellectually, but as a human being who's does the show and knows how hard it is to get in these positions. I'm like, you'll never have an opportunity like this again professionally. I mean, I know he's not making a lot of money, but he could make more down the line if we go somewhere else and do something else. I want to say to him, can you figure out a way to do this and this at the same time? But I know it's not that simple. And I know for him to step away from it, then it must be really hard. So I'm not like, I get it, but I do. There's a part of me that's like, oh, Mike, hang in there. But he can't right now. And I do understand that. But I think the other thing is, like, I said when he comes back, if he wants to come back, he can come on the show and he can be part of the show. This is not, and I'm not taking that away. It's true. If he comes back and says, hey, I'm feeling good, I'm taking these medications, I want to be part of this, he'll definitely be back here. But like, this is not, you're not a pregnant receptionist at a dentist's office. You know what I mean? Things change over 4 months in the life of the show.
Oh, okay.
Where like we'll definitely welcome you, but you have to understand.
I thought you were making the point that he's not on maternity leave.
No, I just think like, hey, you leave and then they bring in some temp and you come back and you've got the same exact.
Yeah. Exactly.
You're looking at the same thing you did 4 months ago. Yeah. I mean, and I don't mean that as like I'm just saying like.
It's just a reality.
It's going to be hard to come back. It's like learning a new language and maybe he'll jump in and be fine. I hope so. But I mean, like over the last 3 weeks, I don't know. I don't pay attention. I forget things on the show. Think of the things that he's missed. Fucking Spaceman Steve. The fucking lady in the hospital. Fucking Amish country was while Mike was gone.
Yeah.
Carabas is while Mike was gone. His mom clean, like just, Kevin from Bristol, Steve from Providence, fucking, I'm sure there's 30 other things that I'm forgetting. Mm-hmm. Josh again. It's just like this endless stuff that goes on, fucking calling, Skip Bayless that, and I'm forgetting 30 things. So, like this is something else. So you gotta, there's also that. I don't know, maybe he'll feel like he's too far removed from it. I don't know. And maybe he'll call us in 10 weeks and say, I feel great. I want to give this a shot. And then we'll give it a shot. I don't have a problem with that. Of course I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's a lot of open questions hanging out there and it's going to take time to figure out what the answer is. Yeah. And I think you said you're going to be flexible. I think the ball's really in Mike's court.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I just don't know. I don't know. And of course, your big takeaway from this is that Mike doesn't like you.
Well, it's not my takeaway from this.
Quote yesterday, Mike doesn't like me.
I said that on a show before I left.
Did you say it yesterday on the phone?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Why do you feel that way? By the way, I agreed with you.
I mean,
I feel it too. I don't know why that is.
I don't think it will surprise any Minifan to hear that I think Mike doesn't like me.
I know, but what happened?
I think it's really simple. I think it's the snobby political things, like when he doesn't know how many justices are on the Supreme Court, and I go,
how many did he say? You said 8, right?
He said 8.
Is he right?
He is now.
Well, see, maybe he knew that Ruth Bader Ginsburg was basically out of it at that point.
Yeah, maybe
he's smarter than you think. You ever think of that?
He does have a pretty good track record of making predictions.
Oh, let me hear. Michael Geary.
One of us is not here this time next year.
That's a really good prediction.
Yeah. That was December 20th of last year.
Was it really?
Yes.
Oh, he nailed it.
He did.
I don't know. I just feel like I don't. What is the one? I just don't. I wonder if I'm making the right. What's that one? I like that one.
That annoyed me. Yeah. Oh. Now I feel like stupid about doing it. The fact that I'm doing this, like, is it silly? I don't know.
Oh God, I forgot how much I want to punch him in the face sometimes. Give me some other great.
We're saving our own lives. It's true, we'll make a better day. Just you and me. There are people dying. We are the children.
Well, I bet you that upsets you because I know you like Mike.
Yeah, I do. It's not the first time that someone hasn't liked me.
I know that, but
I understand that I can be like a condescending prick.
Right. Yeah.
I don't okay. It's okay if he doesn't want to like me.
Well, I know, but
if he doesn't want to like me,
you do show him every day, and you've been nice to him. I don't think you've been cruel to him. Not like I have.
No, you've been devastatingly cruel to him.
I've just ripped him apart.
Oh yeah, you were like 100% to blame for his current state.
You think that's the case?
Oh yeah, if he offs himself, it's totally on you.
We know he can't hang himself at his weight, so we're safe there. How can a blind guy kill himself?
Well,
I don't even think he can Google those things now. He's even that much blinder.
But he has access to the medicine cabinet.
Yeah, but what's he going to do? Swallow shaving cream? He's not going to be able to see what it is.
You hear about people all the time who take like 500 Tylenol.
Blind people, though?
I think he could find his way.
You overdose on Tic Tacs? I don't think it's going to be a big problem.
Go be
fine.
I'm trying to.
See what I'm saying? I mean,
yeah, I'm trying to envision a possible
Google famous blind suicides, if you would, please. Yeah. Only, famous. God love this show. 20 minutes into a tribute.
Is that what this is? Doesn't look like they have specifically. Someone, I don't know if anyone's put together the blind suicide list.
See what I'm saying? Is there a famous blind person who's killed himself?
Jessica Starr?
Jessica Starr. I'm not familiar with her.
Let's see. Hold on a second.
She's blind?
Detroit meteorologist suicide came as she recovered from eye surgery.
Oh, I remember that. That was only a couple of years ago, right?
Yeah.
She had like LASIK, I think, wasn't it?
Yes.
I remember that. That's why
LASIK on a ride.
Sorry, Steve. I know we're going to hurt ourselves here, but I'm never doing that. Never doing that.
I would do it. But you're being enumerate here.
I understand, but I'm being around. I understand that, but
like 99.99999% of LASIK surgeries are flawless, no problems.
So if there's some disease out there right now where that percentage was that you would die if you were a certain age, people should definitely shut down the world over it. You're saying this is early. LASIK sort of boomed in like mid 90s.
I think it was discovered in Russia because there was like an accident or something. There was
is that right?
Yeah, it was like unintentionally. Maybe it was a cataract treatment or something. They weren't intending to fix someone's vision, but they had this issue where they severed the lens of the eye and they came back and they were fine.
So whenever that was, one of my mom's friends got it. And it was sort of early on, and same thing. She just it blinded her. It had gone wrong, and I would see her, and I was like, "Fuck that! I'm never."
Is she
going
still
there.
alive?
Yeah.
Oh well, she didn't take the Jessica Starr route.
But she's blind. I mean, who the fuck want to live there totally blind?
Yeah, that would almost be harder than slowly transitioning to blindness.
You're right, Steve. Just being completely blind and seeing nothing. What is the point?
No, but I'm saying just like when you flip the switch, like you have your whole life seeing, and all of a sudden you're blind.
Right.
Like if you had
this woman had vision like me. Like I need reading glasses, but she was fine.
Yeah. But if you had a long time to prepare for the inevitable, you could like learn certain things while you could still see that would make the transition to total blindness a lot easier.
Well, some would think you should do that for years. I don't know.
This conversation is kind of joyless, Kirk.
Something the inevitability of it. It's so joyless. Believe me, we'll get there tomorrow. We'll get there tomorrow.
It'd be kind of like if you saw a train 10,000 miles away,
right,
slowly coming towards you, and you're walking down the tracks.
Well, that's not that great. Well,
you might be able to at some point just take
get
a step
out of the way?
to the right. Yeah,
maybe, could be. But I do feel. I mean, I feel genuinely bad for the guy. He's a fucking mess right now. So I mean, I saw that tweet yesterday, and I saw people were really nice to him, and I think people, I think people like Mike on the show. I know some people don't, but mostly people like Mike on the show. He did a good job. We had a lot of fun with him again. Do I think he'll be on the show again? Yes. Do I think he'll be on the show full time? Probably not. And I think for him, unless he has some big change, which would be great. Put it this way, if Mike's back on the show full time, that means things are really good for him and really good for us, and that's great. But I don't feel like Mike's going to want to. I think he's going to look at this. I've just been through similar stuff to what he's going through, not exactly the same. But I think this world, the social media, the trigger, the sensitivity, I think he's going to look at that as something he's going to try and keep away from as he gets healthier, which is perfectly reasonable to me.
It also could be that he gets on a new medication and he's super smart and funny.
That'd be great. Yeah, I didn't think of that. That's true. I don't know. I doubt it. I don't know what this means for the Cheers podcast. I don't. I just don't. I don't. It'd be funny if he just kept doing it every week. If he just for all I know, he's done it for the last 3 weeks. I have no idea.
Well, what are we going to do? Is Justin now the permanent replacement for the Justin and the Minifans?
I think what we're going to do is a little bit of a tryout period.
Okay. I
think we're going to pick the next host of Mike and the Minifans until maybe Mike will come back next year.
Does that person have to be named Mike?
No. But I think the name of the show should be Mike and the Minifans.
Okay.
Don't you in perpetuity?
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah. So I mean, Justin's done a fine job. If other people want to step up and take their chance take a turn hosting it, Remember, host the show. It's not about shtick. Move the stuff around. Talk about show stuff. We'll address the YouTube channel later on in the week. It's a fucking mess right now. I don't have any doubt about that. And maybe somebody could step up and do a good job hosting the show. Whoever wants to do it this week, give it a shot. Yeah. I mean, if Justin's okay giving up the throne for an episode, is he?
I think he will be, yeah.
Okay. The dynamic personality, don't get me wrong.
No doubt.
But, we'll see. He did a good job. And Justin's doing a good job. He's a good intern. I don't know. How many interns do we have right now?
Right now, we have 3.
Okay, Justin, Harrison,
and we have an intern working on the sales side.
We do?
Yes.
Why was I not made aware of this?
Because it doesn't,
It doesn't what?
You're the one who gave him the job.
I was?
He called in, and he said he wanted to intern on the sales side. And
Who's that?
And you said you've got the job.
What?
Yeah.
On what show?
This show.
When was this? This year? Here or at Red 13?
I think it was before you took time off.
At Red 13?
No.
Here?
That was a long ass time ago at Red 13.
That's true. Here?
Yes, it was. I
have no memory of this. I'm sure it happened.
It was before the Sacco show. He called in and was like, I've been emailing Steve and I want a job as a sales intern. You were like, you know what? You've got it.
Is he actually doing stuff?
He compiled a list of people that I should call.
Was it like the Boston Herald and the Boston Globe? Idiot. Who was that? That dummy.
Yeah, no, that was the Barstool sales office compiling the comp sheet.
Oh boy, everybody hates the Barstool. Everybody. That's the one
bizarre.
thing. That's one thing everybody agrees with me on. Even the people who hate me, we agree on that. I was going to say, and then Erica's talking to Mike, I think today or tomorrow.
Yeah.
So they'll figure that stuff out too. So I mean, Mike's going to be fine. Like, don't worry about that side. Mike's going to be fine.
Rolling around in piles of money.
No kidding. You were not happy with that call, huh?
With Kingpin Pete's call?
Yeah.
It was an odd look. I mean, when I first heard it, I was like, oh, I'm sure Kingpin Pete is maybe misrepresenting this.
I don't think Mike was having a big party at his house. Yeah. So he's like, what's he supposed to do? Stare at a wall all day?
Yeah, and that's what I initially said to you. Like, I don't expect him to be morose and sulking every single second that he's away from the show. But like 4 days after he took leave, it's just not a great look. I'm also, to be honest, douchebag move by Kingpin Pete.
I like it though. I had no problem with that. I had no problem with that.
Is that the kind of shit you learn in prison? I don't think he knew.
Loyalty to the show first, man. Show first.
I don't think he knew that he was burying Mike.
How could he not? I know he's like not the brightest guy in the world, but like, I mean, it was pretty.
I thought he.
I even gave him an out. I was like, oh, well, this was before Mike took the lead, right? He's like, no, after. A couple of days after. It's like, yeah, I did some of the woe is me, but he's bragging about the stock. I'm like, it's not good to be bragging about Penn stock while you're not working. And Penn's paying you. That's probably not the best soundbite.
Oh, yeah.
But you talked to him about that?
To Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, when we talked on the phone, I was just like, and oh, by the way, I know you're not listening to the show, so you should probably know that your friend Kingpin Pete called in and just absolutely buried you. And he was like, oh, no, it wasn't a party. It wasn't a party. And I was like, yeah.
Do you think he's not listening to the show?
I don't think he would have any reason to lie to Justin. And Justin said last night that he thought...
Portnoy is texting me. Uh-oh. What does he want? Can we do 10:15? He wants to know.
Yeah, we can do 10:15.
Sure. What were you saying?
That he told Justin like the specific parts that he listened to. Like he listened to a little bit of you talking about him and taking leave, and he listened to the Kingpin Pete call. So I think he's listened to bits and pieces of it, but I don't think that he has sat down and listened to the show in its entirety.
No, I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know.
Oh, by the way, did you get the email I forwarded you from Jen?
No.
You have to do all your ad reads in the first 2/3 of the show.
What?
You have to do all your ad reads in the first 2/3 of the show.
What?
Barstool is telling you, Kirk Minihane, how you need to execute your live reads.
Is that true?
I forwarded you the email, yeah.
To my Barstool?
No, to your Gmail. I can pull it up.
I'll get it. There's nobody who doesn't listen to the whole show. I'll just do them at the start of the show now if that's what they want.
Moving forward, all podcast ad reads, please do all ads in the first 2/3 of the show. So if the show's an hour long, you got to do them before the 40-minute mark.
What? Hold on.
Basically, there's no more like, we're wrapping up here and we didn't do Magic Spoon or Milton's or something. Do the ad read and then bounce.
I don't have it, Steve. To my regular Gmail?
Yeah.
I don't have it.
I sent it to you FYI.
Oh, I do have it. Okay, so it's not to everybody. I mean, it's not just to me, you idiot.
I never said it was just
you said they're telling Kirk Minihane like it was specifically.
Well, they are telling you that.
It's not specifically to me, though.
No, I'm sorry if you misinterpreted it that way.
That's what you said.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. Okay. All right, here we go. I know I spoke with almost all of you in person about this. You didn't. Well, I mean, maybe she spoke to almost everyone in person. Jen C. Well, I don't know. The paid social swipe ups we're fine with, right? We're
fine. We're on the ball with those.
Moving forward for podcast ad reads, please do all ads in the first 2/3 of the show. If you have a show that isn't maxed out on reads, please do all the ad reads you do have in the first half of the show. The only exception, for example, should be a sponsored segment that falls in the back third of your show, but those will be specifically noted in podcast trafficking emails. Also, a reminder that all ad reads should be at least 60 seconds in length, and you're very much encouraged to do the ads within content. The goal of all this is to ensure your ads get heard by listeners and not skipped. Is that really the goal? I hadn't thought of that. This is... What's her title?
I think she's like the director of content or something.
Okay.
A very nice woman.
Yeah. The goal of all this is to ensure that you're... Just to be clear, because I did not know this... Because, my mom's dead. I fucking popped out of her fucking vaginal canal yesterday and crawled out of the fucking grave. I didn't know. The goal of all this is to ensure your ads get heard by listeners and not skipped. Oh, first of all, the thing number 2 should be moving forward for all podcast reads. Please do them like Kirk Minihane does them. I mean, really.
It wouldn't be bad advice.
Let's get every ad read that the fucking Barstool has. Please make this a priority moving forward when recording and editing your podcast. If your top priority is making sure that your ads are in the first 2/3, not the content of your fucking podcast, you're fucked. That's what I would say. As always, if you have thoughts or concerns or questions, please feel free to talk about it on your podcast. Is that what it says or no? I can't read it.
No, it says, please feel free to reach out to me.
Talk about it in your podcast. Or we can discuss in our next producer meeting, which you're not part of anymore, I take it?
No.
What happened to those? Weren't you part of those ones?
I was part of one. I think they didn't like setting up the call-in for me or something.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not upset that I'm not involved in a conference call.
No, I don't blame you. I'm sure I've spoken to her. She's a very nice person.
Yeah.
Stay away. Don't tell me what to do with my fucking podcast. I was told and I was hired. You have no hand in it. I assume that she's not talking to me when she's talking to. I assume she's talking to the children.
Yeah, she's probably just talking to other podcast producers.
Yes.
Although I guess CC'd here, I do see one Kevin Francis Clancy. Oh no, that's Kevin. Oh, a different Kevin.
Is he on that?
His producers must have been, because they just have an automatic list for all podcast producers.
Should we just do it at the top? I mean, like what,
Yeah, I think at other Barstool shows, the producer is like in the driver's seat for advertising.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah.
Like which?
If you have a bottle of water on your desk that is not the right bottle of water, the producer if you're at Barstool headquarters walks in and throws it in the trash can and is like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
To the host?
Well, maybe not exactly like that, but the producer's job is to make sure that all these various ad guidelines are followed.
I could use some water. I'll tell you that. Anyway, Milton's has been a big Mike Geary fan. We can agree on that. So I mean, there's no doubt. Then they're going to miss Mike. We all will, but we're still going to be Milton's people going forward, and you better be as well. Help out Milton's. Help out the Kirk Minihane Show. You go to Miltons.com right now to get great deals. 75% off and more. Do you have Milton's clothes on at the wedding, Steve?
It was a very casual wear, and
why don't you wear your Milton's casual?
I wore jeans from Milton's.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Okay, well there you go. So the answer is yes.
Yeah, but it was
were jeans at a wedding?
Yeah, it was like it was a wedding in LaGrange, Maine, in an apple orchard. Jeans were the common attire.
Were some people don't have shoes on?
No, mostly there were a lot of shoes, lots of dogs.
What denomination was it? Any service or no?
Yeah, there was a service. There was a religious service and a pastor.
What was a religious service?
I think it was probably Baptist.
How long was it?
It was good timing. It was about 15 minutes.
Oh, that's nice.
It was nice. Yes, it was a quick in and out. 2 Corinthians.
That's what they did.
Yes.
Okay. Any music?
Yeah. There's a little bit of music coming in. They could have enlisted a certain audiovisual expert in the family to help make that a bit smoother.
Oh, it was not good?
They did not.
Oh, who was in charge of that?
I don't know.
Huh. Well, there you go. Your Milton's on, which is good. Milton's is the original sponsor of me, Kirk Minihane. Not just the show, Kirk Minihane. This is why you're listening for Kirk Minihane. And Milton's is a big, big reason why you get to listen to me every single day. You want that to stop? Then stop helping out Milton's, stupid, or get moving. Go to miltons.com right now, or go to South Shore Plaza in Braintree. Chestnut Hill Square in Chestnut Hill. You'll save 75% off and more on these deals. Michael Kors, Calvin Klein, Ralph Lauren, Tommy Bahama, Vineyard Vines. We know all of them. They have Under Armour, Tommy John, all this great stuff. Go to Milton's right now, miltons.com, the store for men, and help us out, help yourself out, and help a great, great, great business out. Our great friends at Milton's, the store for men. That was one of the big reasons my brother Adam and I didn't talk for a long time, is I officiated his wedding in Maine.
Oh, really?
Yes. And I was told to make it fast, and I made it fast. It was like 6-7 minutes.
You fucked up his wedding?
Well, no. I was told to make it as fast as can. I did.
From his perspective, you fucked up
and
the
he
wedding.
complained to somebody, a friend of his, I won't say who then went to me and was like, he's pissed at you. And I was like, fuck him then. If he asked me to do it, I didn't want to do it. So we fought. We didn't talk for a while.
Ouch.
Well, these things happen.
You guys definitely aren't great at communicating then.
What do you mean?
Well, if he says he wants it, I want it fast, like 15 minutes. I want it fast, like 20 minutes, as opposed to I want it fast, like 3 minutes. Quick.
Nobody wants to be there for the fucking service.
Of course, the biggest gift you can give all of the people you've invited to your wedding is a quick service.
Yeah, then you go to the party after and have drinks and have food and have a good time. Yeah. It's the only reason people are going.
Oh,
nobody wants to go anyway.
Just a big party.
Nobody wants to go anyway. Yeah, I know you like weddings.
I'm a big wedding guy.
Better than funerals or no?
Yeah, weddings are better than funerals.
Why is that?
Women don't get as horny at funerals.
Oh, is that true? What do you sleep with random women?
That's a fact.
You've never fucked a woman at a funeral?
No.
Well, this is something to strive for in the future. Women don't get as horny at funerals.
That's a fact.
I don't know if that's a fact or not. That's probably true, I guess. That's probably true. You can take advantage of grief.
Every single woman at a wedding looks and they're like, "Oh, look at the young love," and brings them back to their own wedding.
And then what? You just pounce? You just attack? Well, anyway, okay. I'm trying to think. Any other Mike thing you want to bring up or no?
No, I mean, I think he'll probably be in touch with us. I would say once a week, every other week.
All right, we'll take a couple of Mike calls. We'll set the number. Say we're taking some Mike calls today, then we'll talk to Dave at 10:15. Then we'll get the other stuff tomorrow because I don't want to.
We got that bombshell New York Times story about Trump's taxes.
I know, Steve. I know you're very into that. The guy paid $750.
Can I just say he's been giving his salary to various agencies of the federal government?
I saw the tweet, Steve.
So it's
Steve. He's a great man. He's a wonderful man.
But it's dumb on the part of the Democrats to think that this is going to somehow help Biden win a debate. It's totally planned and coordinated.
I'm excited for tomorrow night. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
I am so excited for that.
It's going to be fun.
I think that's going to be great. All Biden needs to do is just get through it. His staff must be shitting their pants. Like, just please get through it. Do you think he can?
Well, he's got Dr. Feelgood injecting methamphetamine in his ass, so I'm sure he'll be more alert than he's been at other moments of the campaign.
I guess, but all it takes is one little fuck up, Although, I don't know. It doesn't like the media's going to cover it, right?
No, they're going to cover for him. This tax story, they'll try and run with this. But if Biden pounces on it, all Trump has to say is, "Look, I gave $100,000 to the National Park Service to clean up the monuments that your people were rioting and tearing down."
Well, as he said in the debate 4 years ago with Hillary, he said, "This man that didn't pay his taxes," and Trump said, "That's because I'm smart."
Yes.
Oh, God.
They're like Lucy with the football and Charlie Brown. They think that they're going to get him every single time, and Trump's just like, "Yeah, so what? Like you're fucking ugly."
I can't wait. Though.
Joe Biden had Botox.
He did mention that. All right, tweet the number.
Welcome, host.
Oh God, I feel like I'm back with Carano here.
You can manage your callers from the call-in studio web interface.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting that he let the tones go on the show.
It's a different move.
I had someone email me, and they were like, I just Googled those tones, and I could figure out what the call-in numbers is, and people could mess with you somewhat. It's like,
you forget that people listen. I forget that people. I mentioned a friend of mine, Justin McIsaac, who hosts a show in New Hampshire, and I used to do a radio show with him years ago. I'd be a guest. Mm-hmm. He called me that day, and he's like, "Thanks a lot, fuckhead. I was trying to take a nap, and my phone blew up." I was like, "Oh, that's right. People are actually listening to the show."
Yeah,
I never think it. I don't think of that. Some people aren't listening anymore. Very sad. It's very sad. It's very sad, and that makes me sad. Did you tweet it out, Steve?
I did, yes.
Yeah, Carano had a hard time with Carano's biggest weakness was he didn't know when to give up on the callers. I had to say it to him, but I get it. He was filling in. He took a lot of heat for guys. What other show in the world has more focus on a fill-in producer?
Yes, yeah.
That's not true. I mean, this guy's doing it for free.
Yeah, I thought he's very, very thick-skinned as well. He's able to stand in the fire.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
he adjusted my mouse speed, but that's fine.
He's a dummy, but yeah, I enjoyed it. I liked having him around. All right, they load up yet? Oh, you did say Mike.
They are loaded up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, they're, yeah.
Yeah, I understand. Are we 2/3 through the show yet? I don't want to piss anybody off.
Well, it depends on. It's a tricky thing because sometimes you go very long.
True. I'm just doing them at the top now. Just read right through them. Does that sound good?
Like Joe Rogan style?
Just like Joe Rogan. Yeah, works for him.
Are you going to announce at the beginning how many times an individual has to push the 30-second button in order to get to the beginning of the show?
Yes. 9 times he'll get there. All right. Go ahead. Mike calls says we say goodbye. We celebrate the life of Michael Geary. Hello.
Well, this isn't about Michael Geary.
Oh, okay.
Why does your Twitter bio say subscription Jesus?
Well, it's sort of a joke, tweak at the rumors that the show's going subscription service. It's kind of a joke.
Hilarious.
What would you like me to do?
I don't know. It's not that obvious that it's a joke. That's all I'm saying.
Okay,
dummy.
I mean, is it really that? Well, I mean, no. I mean, at the time, it's probably it's probably going to happen one day. So it's kind of a joke on podcasts. Like it's just sort of a light. This is what you're calling about?
It's not a joke.
Have you managed to feed yourself this morning?
Well, of course, it's truth and jokes as well. Stupid. I mean, it's a little. It's not. I agree. It's not the most complicated, intricate, hilarious joke of all time. It's a little tweak. That's all.
Okay. Well, God bless. See you later.
All right. Oh, fun.
Not the first.
Jesus
call
Christ! Why do we deal with these assholes? Are they loaded up, Steve? Still?
Yes, they are loaded up.
Hello.
The internet's running a little slow this morning.
Carano. All that fucking gay porn. Probably fucked it up.
Dude,
hello.
Are we behind a booby trap?
Are we good here or no? The only call we're going to take this week today about Mike? What we got?
The calls just start potting up. There we go.
Yeah, I just want to say thank God Steve Robinson is back. Matt Carano fucking blows.
Well, that is accurate. But what do his sexual predilections have to do with anything? I don't understand.
I think he would sell his wife to be on your show, but the minute someone gives him shit, he cries. And I know, but why? But like,
why do you like? I saw. We'll talk about this tomorrow because I'm delving into. I have 3 particular people that I'm going to criticize tomorrow. I have a lineup tomorrow, but like, so he's sensitive. So what? I was just talking to Steve about this. He's a fill-in producer for a week. Is it really the end of the world? He did a fine job.
Oh, he did a fine job. Absolutely. Like the show went on. I just miss Steve. I love Steve.
Oh God, dread having him back. But yeah. Well, that's nice.
Whoever said he had a tramp stamp last week was dead on.
Carano, that would not surprise me. That would not surprise me. Thanks for the call.
Fair enough. All right. Love you guys.
Love you too. That wouldn't surprise me. I think he has tattoos, right, Carano?
I don't know. I've never seen one.
I thought he did. No, maybe I'm wrong. He's a pretty loyal supporter of the show, I got to say.
He is.
Yeah. All right. Hello.
Ben Shapiro.
I'm sorry?
This is Ben Shapiro.
Hey, Ben. How are you?
Good. Just got one for you here.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I worked at a pickle factory.
Okay.
And one day he comes home and says to his wife, "Honey, I got fired." She says, "Oh no, well, what happened?" He says, "Well, stuck my dick in the pickle slicer." And she says, "Oh my gosh, you all right?" He says, yeah, I'm fine." He says, "I mean, you look fine. Well, what about the pickle slicer?" He says, "Well, they fired her too."
This is not how I envisioned Ben Shapiro celebrating Yom Kippur.
It's true. I got to say, the tributes from Mike so far have been overwhelming.
Moving.
Anybody Carey's gone? Like, I mean, geez, can we be nice to the guy? They loaded up, Steve?
They are loaded up.
I watched that Challenger documentary. Did you watch that or no?
No, I haven't.
It was pretty good. Pretty good.
I've been watching the on Netflix Away.
Oh, that's the what is that? I've seen
it's a kind of like realistic science fiction
with Hilary Swank, right?
Yes.
Yeah. It's okay?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
A little predictable in spots, but it's pretty good.
There's a lot of stuff on Earth or no?
No, it's all on the spaceship.
Oh, I thought her husband's on it though.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I mean, they do like flashes down to like ground control, and there's like.
So you mean other than the stuff on Earth, like I just asked you about? Yeah. You just said no, but then you're like, yeah. Then they have stuff on Earth. Are you watching this show?
Yes, I am.
But you just said there's no Earth, and I was like, what about Earth? He's like, and then you're like, yeah, there's stuff on Earth.
Most of the key plot lines occur on the ship itself.
Well, I would imagine.
Yeah, okay. But there are like flashbacks and that kind of thing.
Huh. Who plays the husband?
I don't know what the name of the actor is. I probably should because he's immediately recognizable.
What's he been in, other than Away?
He might have been in Top Gun.
This, by the way, guarantees this actor was not in Top Gun. I'll bet you my life this guy was not in Top Gun.
Josh Charles.
He was not in Top Gun.
Okay.
Not in Top Gun at all. He was in, you would have seen him maybe in Dead Poets Society?
Yeah.
Did you see that?
A long time
Sports
ago.
Night? He's been in a lot of stuff. Yeah. He was just in...
Oh, he's in... I remember him from SWAT and Four Brothers.
Sure. There you go. He's been around forever. Yeah, he's one of those guys who's always... Oh, so he plays the husband.
Yeah.
Huh, okay. He was also on whatchamacallit. I never watched it. That show with The Good Wife, whatever it was called. I think that was his big... Became like a star again. But okay, go ahead. Enough Josh Charles talk. They load up?
They are.
All right.
781, go ahead.
Well, so, I know that Dave can frustrate you guys sometimes, but from time to time, you have to crack up. When he was being interviewed by Eddie last week and they started talking about, systematic racism and all this stuff, Dave goes, well, the world has changed so much ever since, the U2 movement. It's been very different.
Is that what he said? Really?
I didn't hear that one.
Yeah. I guess Joshua Tree made a big impact on him.
Yeah. I did not. That's funny. He had one other. At the beginning, he had one other. He meant one word and said another. I remember we did that once with us on the old show, and I was like, "Don't you mean that?" And he's like, "No." He's like, "No." He's like, "It's not me." He's like, "If I invented it, it's a word." And his other big thing was, if all this other stuff had been invented already, television and movies, that nobody would have ever read a book. That's why he defends never reading a book, which is an interesting way to look at it.
The problem with Dave is you can't argue with him because he's just like, well, I'm worth a ton of money, so I'm right.
Yeah, and at that point, it's like, well, all right.
I'm so hugely successful, and I'm going to be a billionaire someday, so go fuck yourself.
Does that mean that Bill Gates gets to win every argument then?
Yeah, I kind of think it does.
I guess, but I guess. I don't know. All right, they're still loaded. That's funny. They're still loaded up?
Yes, they are. 860.
YouTube. We got to find that. That's funny.
Have you ever seen the movie Rubber?
What's that? Flubber?
Came out in
Flubber's a great
Rubber.
movie.
It's like a tire that goes around killing people.
I have not seen that. Who's in it?
I'm looking at it right now. It looks so fucking stupid.
Anybody in it or no?
It's a French independent film.
It's good?
Got to check it out.
Okay.
Bicentennial Man has nothing on it.
Well.
Oh, wow.
I doubt that.
Them's fighting words.
Sorry to hear about Blind Mike, but you're better off without him.
Boy,
better without him.
Boy, the tributes today have been glowing so far from Mike. Thank you. Jesus. Some people are saying you're going to take over Go for Geary, Steve. You want to comment on that?
I would say that's erroneous. I have other work to do.
Okay. Oh, okay, fine. Gee. All right, go ahead.
So pitiful.
What's that?
Pitiful, you guys.
What is that?
Well, this is Steve from Providence.
Doesn't sound like Steve.
I told him Mike would be leaving his job. Hey, how you doing, Kirk? I told him Mike would be leaving his job, didn't I?
Did you say that, Steve?
Yes, this is real Steve.
No, I
Providence.
understand, Steve. I heard you. But did you say that he was leaving the show? I don't recall that.
Oh, I did. You know, that show that he announced his semi-retirement.
Okay. Well, thanks for the call, Steve. Terrible call, but yeah.
It's great that the fake named callers have their own.
Steve from Providence,
callers,
essentially completely the reason why Mike is going through this stuff, but that's fine. And by the way, Carabas, know that you gave him a small and like a double XL T-shirt.
Yeah, I didn't know.
What the fuck's he going to do with those?
That's what I had.
Okay.
That's what I had.
He left them here. Oh, God. All right. Hello. They're loaded up, Steve?
They are loaded up.
People want to say goodbye. Hello.
Yeah. I'm not buying Mike's story here. To be honest, I think he
Hold on for a second. Hold on. I'll give you all the time you want. So we had hold on. Shut up. We gave a nice. We talked about our weekend with Mike, our conversations. He's going through a lot. So I decided we'll talk for about 40, 35 minutes or so. Do an ad read, take some calls before Dave Portnoy came on to really give Mike a goodbye. And I thought, well, we'll have some people say Mike's been part of their day in, day out lives for a year. I mean, this show is a big part, as you know, Steve, people's lives. So far, we've had a pickle joke from Ben Shapiro. We've had somebody say they're glad Mike's gone. We've had somebody ask about a French movie about rubber killing somebody. Am I forgetting another call or no?
Someone wanted to know why your Twitter bio
says subscription Jesus. And this guy is about to tell us he thinks Mike is completely full of shit and sitting in his house eating munchos and watching television.
Yeah, there was another guy who said that he's glad Mike's gone because the show's better.
Right. Okay. Go ahead. Then continue. I just want to recap for everyone who's just checking in.
Yeah, so I think that he thought he was going to get fired, and kind of using this mental health card as an excuse to not get fired.
Why did he think he was going to get fired?
I've heard that espoused. I have heard that theory thrown out there. But go ahead.
Yeah, and I also think Yoko Alba might have had something to do with it also. I feel like she was the more sensitive one of the two.
Well, when she puts her foot down, it's trouble.
It's a moment.
We know that. We know that. We know that. I've heard that. Thanks for the call. Thank you very much for that call. I don't believe that.
I hadn't heard any of that. Well, why would he? Yeah, of course. But why would he have thought that he was going to get fired? And it doesn't seem like there was
he stinks on the show. I mean, is that a reason or no?
Yeah, but I mean, he's
always done that.
Yeah, that's been going on for a year and a half.
I was never going to.
If he got away with it this long. Plus, there's also the pandemic. You basically told him, "I'm not going to fire you during."
I just feel bad for him too. Yeah, but I've heard people say it. I do not think that's the case.
I don't either.
I don't. I'm thinking about it. It's possible. I guess it's possible.
Devious little fucker.
Yeah, he's a cagey fuck. Hello.
Yo, what up, Kirky? It's Timmy Trainer and Stevie Stark. What's up, player?
What is this? Who am I listening to? Who am I talking to?
Timmy Trader and Stevie Starks, brother.
How's it going?
What's up? We were both feeling a little bit bad about ourselves at the end of last week, so we decided to tell our bosses we'd be back at January 8th. We'll right into the weekend of January 9th.
Woo-hoo!
We both decided to pursue different careers. Tim is getting a career at YouTube University. I personally decided to re-engineer the Big Rick's fish taco. I heard it's life-changing.
Well, I mean, I think, isn't that the kind of thing where if you tweeted something like that, Steve, you wouldn't be pussy enough to delete that tweet, would you, Steve?
What tweet would that be?
I saw the tweet yesterday that you deleted.
Yo, Kirk,
yeah,
listen, we're busy with other shit, man. Penn's up 6 points right now, baby. We got Dave.
So you guys,
by the way, we just pressed Kirk.
I didn't mean to get away your script. Go ahead, continue. Go ahead.
How's your Wednesday working? Any way you could take us to lunch?
Papagino's Wednesdays.
Know each other a little better.
Papagino's Wednesdays is now open for business. Baby. I have free now that Mike and I would go every Wednesday. And I would say to Mike, because people were saying to me all along, why don't you tell Mike he needs to work harder, not be so woe is me? So we'd go and have pizza. And I'd say, Mike, you need to work harder, not be so woe is me. And then we would eat pizza. Then we'd go back in the car and I'd drive him back to his house. Now, what is it? Steve who and Tim who?
Tim Trader and Stevie Stocks.
Stevie Stocks and Tim Trader. Those Wednesdays are now available. Yes.
Week because we left our family, we got an apartment together. All we're doing is sitting around depressed. We're trading stocks. We're making money off Penn.
I don't mean to be don't throw any fiction on this, but I mean, isn't living in an apartment by himself? Wasn't that Stevie Stocks' life even beforehand?
Maybe so.
Semantics. But now
Steve,
we're pooling our money.
Steve,
we're both depressed at the same time. So figured, why not be depressed together and make some money?
I heard a rumor.
We don't have to work for 3 weeks.
Steve, I heard a rumor that you got laid. Is it just a coincidence that you're now living with Tim?
The rumor can be confirmed. Did get some gas over the weekend.
Yeah.
Had a lot of fun. But now it's all about penny stocks.
Right.
Let's not get things confused. It's all about semantics. Penny stocks, baby.
Yeah, we got a lead for you. Organogenesis. They make skin grafts out of foreskins. Everybody needs a little cock in their life. Go look up Organogenesis. It's a buy, bitches. It's a buy.
Can you give us a physical? 1 second, Tim. Tim, put a pin in that page for a second. Steve, can you give us a physical description of this older, younger lady, male, whatever it was that you got to have an interaction with?
I would say that she was about as big as a Yugo and probably ran about as good as one. That's about all I think.
I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to get in your way, Stevie Stocks. Continue.
All I know is when I came back to the apartment, there was a snail trail for 3 floors up to the door. It looked like the Exxon Valdez had crashed.
I've heard you can make a good salad out of that. Is that true?
Snail salad?
Yes. Yes. I've heard that.
Let's just say the FBI might be around the apartment due to the stench, thinking that it might be a chemical release of a dirty bomb. Okay.
So, anything you guys? Is there anything you guys want to say about
Kirk, if you don't mind?
I do mind for a second. Is there anything you guys want to say? Obviously, Steve, it's your fault. Is there anything you guys want to say about the life and times of Michael Geary?
I would like to go first. I would think that this was a panic reaction by one Mike. I think Mike was initially thrown off by Ted Sellers' threat, the threat that was never going to happen. And I think that he panic reacted, and it all snowballed. I also think that the kill shot the other day was by one Kingpin Pete, who immediately sent out a rebuttal. But I think at that time Mike panicked and said that the best thing to probably do, he probably might have thought he was going to get fired at that point, or that you were really pissed at him, and he thought the best thing to do was to step away.
I don't think it's that big of a deal 4 days. I really don't. 4 days after you say you're going to take a leave from mental health to throw a massive costume party with 600 people at your apartment. I don't think. Do you think it's a big deal, Steve, or no?
Well, I mean, he has sexual urges. So if you're going to have an orgy, you're going to have an orgy.
There's a tremendous amount of cocaine at that party, is my understanding.
I do have an opposing viewpoint, Kirk. Even though Steve and I live together, we don't always agree.
No, I understand.
I think the floor actually finally gave way. He's three stories down, stuck in a basement, and just figured he's not getting out of there until he stops enough to wiggle his way out.
All right, thank you, boys. That's very, 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 very nice tribute from those two guys. I'll tell you, Steve hates Mike, and Mike hates Steve now. Yeah. Jesus, I mean, God, I feel bad for Mike.
The underrated part of Kingpin Pete's call was when he was like, yeah, apparently Mike was just talking a bunch of shit about his neighbor, but couldn't see him.
I know. What's going on? What is that apartment setup? I was confused.
It sounds like he's in a 3-floor.
Well, you saw it.
No, I drove past his old apartment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I mean, but
it sounds like he was on his deck or something.
Sounds like there's I'm sure Mike's just screaming the whole time.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Oh God, imagine having him there. Well, what a nice memory from Tim and Steve. Jesus Christ. Are we the only ones who like Mike, Steve?
It's possible.
Well, I still like the guy. Are they loaded up?
They're loaded up.
All right, let's go. Hello. Dave Portnoy will join us in about 10 minutes. I have questions for him.
Kirk, how's it going? This Woburn Country Club guy.
What's up, Woburn? How you doing, Woburn Country Club guy?
Good. So my question today is, where was Mike able to get back in terms of your trust with regard to Madawaska? Like, where you held him before versus him trying to gain your trust back? Yeah,
for being totally honest, I probably didn't feel completely the same about him ever again after that. Not that I didn't like him. I always liked Mike, and I liked Mike on the show, but it was not, it was one of those things, it was less than it was in February for sure. The anger, that definitely dissipated, but it was always a factor. And the work ethic, and he talked to me yesterday, and he said he doesn't feel that way, and I get that. But for me, the work ethic never quite, and maybe it'll come back and it'll be different, I hope so, but it was never quite there for me.
Yeah, he was in a groove when he first started, and then the Madawaska thing happened. It was horrible.
Yeah, I was saying that to Steve. Then, I feel like it was never, like he had a lot of great moments on the show after that, but I felt like he was never quite the same after Madawaska. And that was, a lot of that is, You know, a lot of that is I can be difficult too. Once I get something like that, it's a lot of that. Some of that is on me for sure.
Yeah, no, I thought he had a good moment a few weeks ago. You guys were talking about eating something or some shit, and then you reminded him that he ate his own cum.
That's true.
He was laughing himself, and that was funny, but it was just all downhill from that.
Hey, on number 2, I haven't played it in so long. Last time, I really played like how far of a drive do I have to hit to clear that hill to get that down that hill on 2?
At least 200.
Oh, so it's an easy. Okay, all right.
How would you play 6, by the way? That's what I want to know, because that's the short one.
6 short.
With a driver, you can get it to the green.
Yeah, I always played like a 5 wood and then a wedge, way back in the day.
Yeah, so you're a smart player. I always go for it.
Yeah.
Lose it or get an easy birdie.
Yeah. No, I'll talk to you, buddy. Hang on there. Man, there's so many nice things said about this guy today. Can one person say something nice about other than us?
I'll say I think that he was better on the show when Dave Cullinane was in the seat.
Maybe. I think it's like we'll talk about it tomorrow. I think when people talk about the Kirk and Callahan show, right? Mm-hmm. The ones who say they like Kirk and Callahan show more than this show, that's like saying you like pizza more, whatever. I have no problem with that. But people think about the moments on that show. They don't think about the show every day. You know what I mean? They think about their 8 favorite moments on the show.
Yeah.
I think people think of aunts and aunts, or not aunts and aunts, I'm sorry. Think of Steve, my good man, and like the best parts with Dave. And Dave was great. I love Dave. You know that.
Yeah, I like Dave too.
But I don't, I think then people forget about all the good times we've had. Like there are times where the 3 of us are laughing hysterically.
Yes.
Like just insane, like the Dale call. And so, so when you, I don't.
This guy's such a fucking twat.
I don't think that's, Mike?
No, Dale.
I know. I think Mike felt looser. I think Mike felt like he was superior intellectually to Dave. So I think that gave him some freedom.
Yeah, perhaps, yeah.
And I think Dave was okay with people feeling intellectually superior to him. Whereas you don't feel that way and I don't feel that way.
Yeah.
Like it becomes a you know what I mean? Like Dave's a goof. And Dave would tell you that.
Yeah.
I was texting with Dave yesterday.
Oh, really?
I was. Yes, I was.
What did you tell him? You're still intent on ruining his life?
No, I apologize for that. That.
Wow.
I was wrong. I told you that. I sent him a text a week or two. Oh, maybe you weren't here. I said, nope, that was my fault completely. Dave's a great guy. Dave did an awesome job. I should hold no ill will to Jerry. I had issues with. Dave was a total casualty of war. He's a good guy. He came in. He worked for the show. Good guy. Dave is a good guy. And I told him I was going to buy one of his shirts. I won't.
That's nice to say.
There's $7 in shipping for that thing.
Well, that's where they get you.
How much is ours?
Probably like 3 or 4.
Yeah, of course, the shirt's like $50.
Exactly.
Are they still loaded up?
They are still loaded up.
All right. Hello.
Hi, is this the Kirk Minihane Show?
It is.
Hi, Mr. Minihane. So I'll admit, I've never listened to a second of your show, but I heard that you take advice. Is that true?
I take advice or I give advice?
You give advice, that people come to you and you give advice.
Sure. It's happened time to time.
Ass wiping, golf, movies. You give a lot of advice.
I try to. Yes, I love it.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not calling for any of those reasons, but so the long and short of it is, so I live in a nearby apartment complex, and recently this tenant moved in above me, and he seemed like, mild-mannered guy who's him and his girlfriend, this lovely Albanian gal, but over the last few weeks, things have really taken a turn.
Well, continue.
And I really just don't know what to do.
Let me ask you a question. You can hear a lot of what he's saying. At any point, is the guy funny at all, or?
No, I wouldn't say that exactly, but it's more his demeanor's really changed. At first, he was really calm, and, I don't really know what he does, because he would drive off in the morning, and it seemed like his job was maybe 1-2 hours tops, and then he'd drive home, and he'd walk in and he'd give me a crisp $100 bill and just say nice pleasantries. But then it seemed like
a lot of money, Steve.
It's a lot of money.
And yeah. The money's always. I'm not exactly sure what he does. He calls himself Mikey Day Trader. And he founded something called Barstool Sports.
So what advice? What advice are you seeking?
So ever since his demeanor's changed, he's just been throwing these constant ragers. I've heard rumors that he's had convicted felons over to the apartment. It used to just be his parents, like mom and dad, and his girlfriend's mom and dad. They just have these dinner parties.
Sure.
Always very nice. But even the girlfriend's demeanor's changed. You know, she'd be very nice at first, but then she'll dress up in a trench coat and a fake mustache and yell at me.
Oh,
and, like,
jeez.
in one sense, it's like, you know, she doesn't care. She doesn't really know what's going on, but then
Right.
she calls it her burner outfit,
Right.
and she'll just yell like all these things, pretending to be like a completely different
Well,
person.
can you
So I'm just hoping
hear
you see some-
can you hear him walking above you? Does it sound like there's really heavy footsteps or no?
Yeah, unfortunately, they live right above me, and
Oh.
it feels like the ceiling's going to crash down
Yeah.
through me. And
Yeah.
it's not even when he's home; it's just like it's just constant stopping. But
Right,
I don't know if
sure.
there's maybe 4 people that live there.
So
That's what it sounds like. to
right?
me.
So what you're asking me is what should you do, right?
What should I do?
So to Steve, that's a tough situation.
You definitely shouldn't put like trash cans and milk crates in random spots that somebody might trip over.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do that. That'd be mean.
And I would say, like, you know, don't joke around with the guy. Like, do not joke around with the guy. He doesn't want to joke around. Be very serious.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
good. That's good advice because he seems to have this like angry streak in him.
Yeah, oh,
He's
yeah.
been talking about like blowing up rockets and driving to Providence to beat up some guy named Steve, and so I just don't really know what to do.
Yeah, definitely don't talk politics with
No, don't do that. Well, thanks. That's the best we can do. Jeez, man.
It's a tough situation. When you have bad neighbors, it's
Well, that is no fun.
no fun at all.
I could see that being. Yeah, but what is Mike doing? Screaming? Like, what's Pete talking about? Mike is like screaming, or what's going on?
I mean, have you ever heard Mike talk?
Well, I know, but you think he's out on the
You
porch?
know Will Ferrell, that famous skit, the voice and modulation syndrome.
Yes, yeah.
That's
It's
kind
not
of
like
what
Mike is
reminds
like-
me of.
like
It's been a real challenge trying to figure out how to set the settings on this board to accommodate Mike.
It's a real challenge trying to get somebody to say something nice about Mike during these calls. I thought somebody had something. No, we've had one.
We haven't, no.
All right, they're still loaded up, though.
They are.
All right, hello. We'll take a few more calls and then we'll talk to Dave.
Hey, Kirk, how you doing?
Doing fine, thank you.
What are you up to?
Well, Steve and I have done the show. We talked about Mike for a little bit and then took a few calls. We'll take a few more, and then we're going to talk to Dave Portnoy in about 5 minutes.
That's good. I'm at a big box hardware store trying to find topsoil. Just can't find any, and just looking around. And
Don't you like the smell of? Don't you like the smell of a hardware store?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That makes me feel like a man.
Yeah,
It
it's
really
one of those. You know, I'm no good at these things, but I do like the feeling of walking to a hardware.
They should make that a candle smell.
You know what I'm
hardware
gonna say?
store.
I'll say this right now. I don't think any women should be allowed in hardware stores.
It's dangerous for them.
Yeah, they
to be
can't
honest.
handle that.
Except for Alba, of course.
Well, sure. Well, she has to do everything for Mike. But I'm saying that's a place for men. There's certain places that should be only for women, the kitchen or whatever. All due respect, Steve. Like, but for men, let men have their hardware stores, right?
Yeah. No, this is just my little space, my little happy place. You know, I walk around, and sometimes I come early in the morning with a coffee just to kind of give a tip and a nod to the contractors, even though I can't do any of this
No,
stuff.
fuck no.
but-
I'm the same way. I walk around there like I'm watching like athletes do something. You know, absolutely.
When was the last time you were in a hardware store?
Not that long ago, actually.
What were you getting?
Tennis balls. I was getting a tennis ball. Thanks for the call. But I'll say this.
Do you own a toolbox?
I do.
Okay.
I do. But I'll say this. How about this thought I had over the weekend? I was running on Saturday morning. I think you'll find this interesting, Steve. This was the day that Mike called me. And I had one of my white T-shirts on. And I looked at my white T-shirt, and I thought, you know what? This would be a good shirt to fix cars with. And I started thinking, why not at this point in my life? Why not dive into something new and start reading some books and start learning how to like buy an old junk car and totally redo it and fix it? Why not? Buy a car for $1,000 and just learn about it. Learn a new skill.
I think that car repair, 25, 30 years ago was a much more useful skill than it is now.
But just
because
something
cars are becoming so much more complicated,
Yeah.
and they're.
But I'm saying buy a 30-year-old car.
They're moving the learning curve up. But I'm just saying it's.
I would find. I think it'd be very comforting.
In terms of just a hobby, yeah, maybe it might be something good to work with.
I think it'd be relaxing.
I mean, you could also just do an old boat motor or something like that to
Yeah,
understand the mechanics.
But then I was thinking like 3 years, I could fix it and in 3 years give it to Kate when she gets her license.
Well, I mean, internal combustion engines are going to be outlawed if you see what's happening in California.
Okay, we're in Massachusetts.
Exactly.
I'll move
we're in
to
Massachusetts.
Mississippi. Okay, but I think it'd be interesting. I think I'm gonna buy a book about that. Cars for Dummies. I mean, where do you start?
Yeah, I'm sure there's 1,000 books. You could probably have that. We've got a YouTube channel, a show on the YouTube channel that's all about.
Oh, that's true. I could talk to those guys.
Yeah.
I want to be like
that
one
would be
of those.
interesting.
I want to be like one of those. Maybe I'll join those guys for an episode.
What if we just did like dirty jobs with Kirk Minihane?
Yeah, I don't like dirt. I won't get dirty fixing a car, will I?
You might. Yeah,
that might be an issue. Well, I'll be in a bubble. I'll have gloves outside the bubble with my hands. Yeah, they always have tennis balls in.
You have to have like a clean room or something.
Why do they always have tennis balls in? Why do they always have tennis balls at hardware stores?
Dogs.
Really?
Yeah, dog toys. They have pet supplies at hardware stores.
Why do they have pet supplies at hardware stores?
Because people have pets.
I know, but men have their dogs in the trucks and stuff, right?
Yeah. I imagine it's because it's one of the things that people buy there. Like they also have bird seed and that kind of thing.
Okay, well, why don't they have fucking, blue jeans? Or why don't they have fucking bubble
Because they're not a clothing store. They're a hardware store.
Some are both.
Sometimes they do have Carhartts, overalls, that kind of stuff, working clothes.
It's the beauty of like a Rennie's.
Yeah.
You have everything.
Love me a Rennie's.
Oh, God, I love Rennie's too. Why isn't Rennie's not advertising on the show?
It's a good question.
I mean,
I think they do mostly television advertising in Maine on like the local news shows.
I know.
That's their market. It's the
you give them a whole new market.
They like the 45 to 75.
I'm telling you, our audience I would do a show in a Rennie's. I love Rennie's.
Yeah. Fun fact about the Dexter Rennies. The Ku Klux Klan used to meet above the Rennies.
Fun fact about the Rennies in Damascus, your town that you love so much. Mm-hmm. There's a converted old drugstore that's connected to that Rennies that's like a diner.
Oh, really?
Yes, it's great. Rexel's, it's called. We could do the show there.
Damascus is picturesque. It's very.
Oh,
nice.
It's great.
Very
you want to move the whole show there?
Yeah.
Well, we're all set. Let's go.
Let's do it.
It's just me and you. Let's take a couple more Mike tribute calls, shall we? They're still loaded up?
They are.
Okay.
314, you're up.
Hello?
Yeah, what is area code is 314?
Memphis?
314 is St. Louis, Missouri.
St. Louis, Missouri. Okay. Good morning.
So I was thinking about Mike's credentials before you guys hired him for the show.
Uh-huh.
He was basically like a prop at Barstool as an intern, just like a blind prop.
Well, that's just part of his resume. There's much more there. Go ahead.
Yeah, and then he interviewed you once, I think.
Right,
and
correct.
Did that thing with Rick Keefe.
Yep, that's right. He was also a street teamer.
Yeah, I would say he did like run of the mill work for NFL.
You ever think of Dirty Mike and the Boys, that podcast?
Okay. So yeah, he's got some stuff.
Sure.
But I was basically thinking, I sort of like the dynamic with an extra person in the studio.
Mm-hmm.
So why don't you guys just invite random people to come fill in? Literally
just off the street?
Well, sometimes they do just wander in.
You mean just pick somebody random one day off the street and say, "Do you want to be part of this podcast?"
Well, yeah.
That's not the worst idea I've ever heard, Steve. When the whole pandemic is done, one day you and I are going to start the show outside, find somebody wandering, and the first person who will be willing to join us for an hour on the podcast will join us for the hour. We'll learn about their lives.
I mean, God willing, there's a funeral going on, and there'll be lots of people.
That's true. Yeah, Steve, that's a good idea, caller. We will do that. Okay.
Okay. Thanks.
Thanks.
Another great tribute to Mike.
We'll take one more, Steve, as we talk about Target Trading Academy, the number one futures trading education company in the world. Futures have a lower buy-in, lower transaction fees, and offer a higher leverage versus trading stocks, a 24/7. That's the other thing. All day long, every single day, never stops traders market with global players, meaning tremendous liquidity and movement. Also the capability to trade on your own schedule. This is a trader's dream. Target Trading Academy has said number one education company in the world with an average of over 15 years of professional trading experience for every instructor. Target Trading Academy delivers functional education to everyone from newbies off the street to seasoned traders, everything in between. 6 days a week, live classes are available. Entry-level classes all the way to master classes and so much more. If you're a Barstool listener, if you're a Kirk Minihane Show listener, you text Barstool to 31996. That's Barstool to 31996, and you get 20% off any class or product or schedule an appointment on TargetTradingAcademy.com. TargetTradingAcademy.com, and mention you heard us on the Kirk Minihane Show. So please do that. All right, last call. Hello.
Oh, good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning, Sheldon. How are you?
Oh, not too bad.
Yes.
So I was thinking about Mike. The last time I called in, we all agreed that you guys were going to come to North Dakota and help me harvest and work cattle and stuff.
Yeah, I was looking forward to it.
That's how I remember it.
Mm-hmm.
And a little bit of manual labor, and that freaked him out, and he ran away. Is that what happened?
That could be it.
I don't know. I think a little bit of farm work could help him get his head right.
Good.
Well, yeah, that's kind of what I thought.
No, I mean, look, I'm never say never, Sheldon. I mean, maybe the best thing is just to move him out with you for a whole season, you know?
Well, let's not go that far.
No, I'm just saying, you know. Well, thanks for the call. We're going to talk to Portnoy here. Sorry, Sheldon. We have to hang up on you to talk to Dave Portnoy. You calling him now?
Yep.
By the way, this episode is brought to you by, I'm getting this in, Steve, 2/3 of the way, and MagicSpoon.com. Magic Spoon, they sent 4 different cereal brands to my house. Fruity, frosted, blueberry, and cocoa. I'm not a big blueberry guy. I'm not going to lie to you, but I tried the other 3. So this is keto-friendly cereal. You know, all this sugar and junk. If you remember, Tom Brady yelled at me about eating Frosted Flakes. This is true. He lectured me about it because I was eating it while I would talk to him. I love it, but it's true.
You definitely weren't doing that intentionally to fuck with it.
Absolutely not. But now you have this Magic Spoon cereal, which is 0 sugar, 11 grams of protein, only 3 net grams of carbs, which is a big difference in regular cereal. And I can tell you, the cocoa and the frosted, I've tried those 2 so far. I put together, I don't know, anybody who just has one, you want to call Dave now?
Yep.
All right, call him now. MagicSpoon.com/Kirk. MagicSpoon.com/Kirk to grab a variety pack and try it today. And use the promo code Kirk at checkout to get free shipping. Hello?
Hey.
Hey, Dave. What's up? How you doing?
Good.
Good. Do you think that I'm doing this Magic Spoon read right now, the new cereal, MagicSpoon.com. They have 4 flavors, keto friendly. I don't know about you, but like, can you ever just have one cereal, or you got to mix them up?
I don't eat breakfast.
Can you just play along? I'm doing a read for an advertising for Barstool. You mix them up, right?
If I was to eat breakfast, I would mix up my cereals.
Thank you very much. What cereal did you like as a kid? What cereal did you have?
I was a Cheerios, Rice Krispies, Wheaties, and Cookie Crisp, even though that was more of like just a dessert, but Cookie Crisp is
it is good. But MagicSpoon.com/Kirk, that's a real good cereal now. Keto-friendly, gluten-free, grain-free, soy-free. You'll like it, Dave. Low-carb and GMO-free. MagicSpoon.com/Kirk. Use code Kirk for free shipping. Before we get into some other stuff, is there anything you want to say about the life and times of Mike Geary, who has announced he's no longer with the show?
So, I saw something on that. What do you mean he's no longer with the show? He quit?
Well, he's taking some time off, at least for the rest of the year, and then he's going to reevaluate. He has learned that he's blind, so he's trying to figure out what it's like to be blind.
Well, I've also seen some of that. I was under the impression he was always blind, like he's getting worse. He's going totally blind.
Yeah, so now he's going completely blind, and he's struggling with that. And he's also struggling with the social media backlash and the Minifans and sensitivity and all that stuff. So
Wait. What do you mean the back? I thought they liked it. They don't like him?
How would you define it, Steve?
There's a intense criticism on everything he does. And
it's like anything else with
on the show.
And he's taken that particularly to heart lately.
This guy's tough to get a read on, right? I mean, this is the world he's in. First of all, he's got to be back. He has no other skills, so what else is he going to do?
It's true.
That's part of the conundrum.
That is sort of what we're coming to as well.
Yeah, I mean, this is. I threw him a lifeline back in the day.
You did,
and this is all he's got. So I'm sure he'll be back, but the irony is quite thick of him taking time off because he can't handle the criticism of the Minifan. I mean, Jesus.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, I think it's a small. But I mean, I do have sympathy for a guy who, like, it's way worse, I think, to be born with sight than lose it, to be born blind, right?
Oh, yeah. If I was totally blind, I would never want the ability to see. But, I mean, he hasn't he always been sort of blind? I don't really know.
Yes, I don't know.
Yeah, he has. But he's
still not great. I mean, no, listen, nobody wants that. You don't want to lose all your eyesight. So that's different. I guess if you're losing that's something. I mean, this is a show. There's a show that has a lot of issues, clearly. And people take time off for those issues.
That's true. That is true. So I texted you the other day. I swear to God, I actually, because we get along pretty well, right?
Yeah.
Oh, what does that mean? Your voice changed there. Are we not getting along well
now?
I
said, yeah.
Did something change in the last few months?
No, you said we get along pretty well.
Okay.
I said, yeah.
Okay. So I liked your podcast with Eddie. I tweeted it out. I thought you guys did a good job. And then you said how only one guy had your back, and I sent you a text saying, and I genuinely felt bad because I've been in situations, yours was very high profile, where people who I cared about or worked for didn't have my back, and I didn't like that. I thought I had yours, and your response was basically, yeah, whatever, I appreciate it. And you were insinuating the only reason I did that is because it was people I don't like as well.
Well, definitely true. The people that I don't care for, you don't care for as well.
That is true.
But I mean, I guess again, we've gone over this a couple times, and you take this sometimes as an insult. I don't mean it as it. But you guys, while clearly Barstool, you're also isolated. So it's a little different when it's the people in the office that I see every day.
How are you feeling about that? I get the sense that you're sort of at a fuck those people, just fuck them. I'm going to do my thing, and they're here, they're not here, whatever. Is that a fair read or no?
Yeah, to a degree. I wouldn't say it's more. I won't stick my neck out on the line for these people, and I won't go to bat for the people that I feel like think go to bat for me. And there's that'll probably never change here. Like I'm very protective generally of everyone who works here. We didn't have any layoffs or anything during this pandemic, and I think it's a great place to work overall. I think it's 1,000% better, and a lot of the kids here or whoever here who have never worked anywhere else don't realize how great we have it here. And, I no longer really care whether they have a spot here. Let's put it that way.
Well, I just think of and I'll just give this guy an example because I fall for the bait and we've battled with him. And I'm not advocating for anybody to be fired, but like this kid, Josh, who, says, my kid's racist or all this. Then he says that he used to be his hero, but now fuck you and all that stuff. You must look at that. And this guy, by the way, has the ability to tweet things out from a large platform. From the Barstool perspective, is there any part of you that's like, why is this person doing this at this company?
No, I mean, maybe at one point, but he's entitled to his thoughts.
Well, sure.
And I don't think they're not genuine. I just totally don't pay attention to what he says on his personal platform. And I trust that he's not going to bring that over to whatever he's doing what he's doing for Barstool. But as I said to him and everybody, I never try to censor what anybody says on their personal. That's how they feel, whether I agree or don't agree with him. So honestly, I just don't pay attention to anything he says on his personal level. It doesn't affect me at work. It's his choice. And I just totally I saw that someone sent it to me, what you said, but I could care less. It's what he does in his private is private, even though he goes public. But he can be him, and if I paid attention to that, it wouldn't be good for the business side of what we're doing. So I just totally ignore him. Like he exists in work. When he's out of work, he doesn't exist to me.
Is K Marco suspended?
No, he's not suspended. Basically, as I said in the Eddie situation, I was surprised that the Trista blog was approved in light of everything that we had been speaking about. So I kind of lost faith in his ability to judge what should be and should be not being posted on the blog in terms of political sense.
But the Trista thing, in a weird way, though, I thought the headline was stupid and I thought the story was kind of dumb. Obviously, I don't write whatever you want, but in a weird way, her side was more on the woke side than the side that would get you in some trouble today. You know what I mean?
It was the title, and again,
the problematic thing,
but it was clickbaity, and if you didn't know, I saw this in Gaz on the social media side. This was not tweeted out socially. We didn't do it because Paul fought the sales guy and not the brightest bulb, whoever came down the pike.
Sure.
But he's like, oh, this is not worth it. We're not going to put it out because we'll just get trashed. There's a disconnect if my social guys realize we have an issue and the blog people don't. And when that was sent to me, that blog, I saw it in the way Paul phrased it. I thought it was a Deadspin article. I honestly did. I'm like, no, let's not even talk about it. I didn't even realize we did it. So that's more it. It's just a disconnect of, that shouldn't have made it on the blog. There's no point for it. And if our social people realized it, I need the blog people to realize it as well.
You realize that your newest high-profile hire, Deion Sanders, filleted Roger Goodell for 10 minutes on a Barstool podcast, correct?
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
I mean, sucked his dick dry on a bar.
I didn't watch it, but I'm
Dave,
aware.
Dave,
I said that to Deion.
I'm saying every last drip.
Yeah.
Everything. Took the whole thing.
It.
I mean, how can you? I mean, so I talked about the next day, and again, always have your back. There is no. If I said and I said this on the show, if you asked 100 of the hardcore Barstool fans, the most hardcore fans, you put them in a room, and you said, who is the number one enemy of Barstool? You would agree Goodell would win that poll, like a Family Feud thing, right? No question.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Correct.
I mean, this pot, if you listen to it, and maybe I'll be curious to get your reaction to it, but like, it was like, first of all, you said he's a great man. The thing that I think would bother you most if you listen to it is the last question where, like, they ask Goodell about Deion leaving the NFL Network, and the host who does it with him, the Jamie Dukes guy, and Goodell both act like Deion left the NFL Network just to go coach Jackson State. Like, the word Barstool is never said. It's almost like it's this dirty little secret that no one's allowed to talk about.
Are you waiting for a comment?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, I mean, he's Deion Sanders. He told me he was doing it. He said, I know you hate him. Can you just ignore this and not come over the top? I was like, I don't care. It's a Deion Sanders podcast. He's actually been, I would say, our best like celebrity hire that we've had. He's very good on the football show. He's way more down.
He's in on the joke, right?
Yes, he's way more down to earth without knowing. You think Deion. So, but this part of it, as much as Deion is diving head first into Barstool and doing it, it's a disconnect there for sure. So there's a disconnect with the commissioner, but there's no one else besides him, obviously, that would happen with. But honestly, it didn't really bother me. I didn't listen to it. I knew he was going to suck his dick. Next time I saw Deion, I was like, hey, I'm getting killed because you sucked the commissioner's dick. And he just laughed. He's like, well, thanks for not doing it. So it didn't really bother me. It was very aware, like, what was going on. So fine. I whatever. It didn't bother me at all.
So it doesn't bother
sitting here for 2 weeks.
Right. I find that I do find that, like, that's the difference between you and me, I guess, in a good way for you. That would bother me. And that doesn't mean that, like, you shouldn't like Deion or anything, but it would piss me off that he's like, yeah, I'm just going to use this platform to give Goodell. It's an infomercial for Roger Goodell. He's using Barstool without acknowledging
it. But here's the thing. To me, Deion, and we're getting new. How many of that audience is listening to him? It's not.
Yeah.
We'd love it to be like Barstool. It's not like someone who's been here for like 7 years and knows all this stuff. Like Deion, for example, on our last show, Deion was like, I can get LeBron James to say he likes you. And I'm like, all right, text him because he is friends. And then we start going down the things that I've done to LeBron. And he's like, hold up. You got to tell me that before. So he's just not in. Like, right. Even with Goodell, he doesn't know the length and all that stuff. So it's very different if it's somebody who's been here and knows the history and then is still going to do that. But Deion doesn't.
So if it was, obviously it was Kevin, or if
that would be a major
you went
problem.
On Pardon My Take. I would guess even if it was me, you would have an issue with it.
That would be a major problem, yes.
Okay. How was I feel like the Barstool Minihane relationship is pretty good right now. I haven't given away any codes in months. I haven't done anything.
No, it's good. It's your enemies have slowly been vanquished. So
that's nothing to do with me. I didn't do anything.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't and it does, but I'd say it's good. It's good. So I'd agree with that.
Is this a partnership that you want to continue going forward? Are we going to look at the next contract at some point?
Yes. I mean, I still always feel like it'll end poorly, but it's good right now. It's good right now.
I don't know. I think it's been overall a good experience. Well, so you told Eddie that you couldn't talk about Ellie. Does that mean you couldn't, like you wouldn't, or you couldn't?
No, that means I cannot.
Is that a legal issue?
Correct.
Does it have anything to do with the Kirk Minihane Show?
No.
Okay. So when you said it doesn't with the enemies being vanquished, you weren't talking about her.
Well, I mean, let me put it this way. I can't talk about, but I think her. Well, I can't really. You know that you guys didn't like each other, and
yeah.
So, but it wasn't like the Kirk was nothing like that. But I think part of the decision she made was like, I have to explore new opportunities. If you two never crossed paths, I don't know that would have ever happened, but. It wasn't directly, it's not like, hey, Kirk and anything like that. It's with her leaving, it's not the first time we've had employees who leave and you just agree we're not going to talk about it.
Right. How do you feel about the company overall right now?
Good. I think, it's good. Obviously, I have a lot going on with the pen and the gambling, so I'm doing that. But I feel pretty good about it. It's still a weird time because the office is never full. Because of Corona, so you're not seeing everybody. But overall, I feel pretty good. I mean, again, it's been a crazy time in the world, and I think everybody probably had their difficulties as companies. But all said and done, I think we're coming out of this thing pretty well.
How about the idea, and I've thought about this, that like, and I think it's great. Like, it's awesome that I'm not a huge gambler. I'm looking at the app right now. I downloaded the app, Dave. I have the app. I am using it. I am gambling.
Well,
through it.
Let me tell you this.
Good.
When this thing comes to Massachusetts, which it will, that'll be World War III as grounds to get customers, because DraftKings is based there. I'm from there. You guys are there. Right. So we're going to activate you guys.
Done. Sold. Yeah. I'm Carabas too.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. But so I get this idea, and tell me if I'm wrong, that like a podcast that doesn't talk about gambling right now, or kind of talks about the shit that we talk about and have this crazy world. Is there an idea that like you guys are going to be so big, you're just going to become a gambling company and a football company that you're going to say, who gives a shit about these podcasts that talk about other stuff?
No, I've never felt that way. I always feel like you can't go overly specific on it, and you need a big funnel to do it. So that'll never be the case. The truth of the matter is, for myself, for Dan, and you can tell when you watch, we legitimately gamble and enjoy it. Yeah. So I've always covered it, but no, you always need more. You always need a bigger funnel. So no, that's not a thought at all.
So anything you want to ask Dave, Steve?
What state in New England do you think is going to be the first to legalize it, and what kind of timeline are we on?
I believe New Hampshire is already legalized, and we're not there. And I don't know about Maine. I don't know about Maine. So, you asked a question that already had an answer.
Good question, Steve. Are you going to? Are you living in Pennsylvania? Like one day?
I'm all over the place. So I'm in New York right now. That's why I had to push it back 15 minutes.
That's fine.
Take the train back. I basically am in Philadelphia Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, sometimes Monday. I got to be back in New York to film on Wednesday. Then we go do the Deion thing on Thursday. Then we fly back. Basically, what I'm outlining is I'm the hardest working $100 million man in the industry.
Yes, and I could see that when you do that, you would get frustrated with people who don't work as hard, maybe complain about the boss of the company that he works at.
Yes, that's very true. Accurate. Point for Kirk.
Which, again, I was not one of those people, for the record.
I know.
True or false?
But yes, you just hit us. You hit something that I've illustrated now a couple times, where that does bother me greatly when I'm crisscrossing and working a million hours a day, and people are attacking me from their couch doing nothing. Yes, that bothered me.
Was there a question you didn't ask Trump that when you were done, you're like, shit, I wish I had asked him that?
There was one, but I forget what it was. I knew there was something I totally forgot, and when I walked out, it wouldn't have been, I'm sure, overly hard hitting since none of it was, but I forget what it was. There was one thing I meant to bring up.
I thought he did pretty well. Was there, if you had talked to Dan and Dan had been like, hey, I don't think you should do this, you still would have done it though, right?
Correct. Yeah. I don't know what position he would have put us in. If he's like, I'm quitting if you do this. I don't think it would have come to that, but he was furious, so maybe it would have.
It was weird.
That's as mad as he's been.
I talked to him a couple of times. People were like, and my thing was like, I get it, but if the president of the United States, who is the biggest figure right now in the world, asks you to come talk to him, how do you say no to that? Like, how is that? How can you?
Yeah, we didn't. But there's, and I said this too to Eddie, I'm truly not political. People sometimes get confused by that. So I view everything in a Barstool world. And to me, I had the same view as you. It's like, how the hell can I not do this? There's going to be so many eyes on it. And yeah, people may not like it, but a lot of people will like it, maybe new audience. So I just look at the world a little bit differently in that regard. But he's a lightning rod. My dad despises him with anybody, and he's like, no, you have to do it. So it's, politics is a strange thing.
Well, plus you would talk to Biden tomorrow if they reached out.
100%.
Like why? Why not? Like that's the other.
We actually reached out to try to schedule it,
and they didn't want to, right?
Right. Correct.
I wonder why. Who knows? I don't understand that.
And I would ask the same. It's not like we're in the same line of questioning. So
yeah, though I do think you are a Republican, though.
Well, I like money, but I like. I'm also very liberal in my social views. So it depends. It depends on, I guess, what we're talking about.
Who are you going to vote for?
Well, I don't vote.
You're not going to vote?
No.
Who do you hope wins? Who's better for your life? Who's for Dave Portnoy? Who'd be better to win?
I really don't know. I mean, obviously the taxes, but I think it's going to be a pretty bad situation regardless of who wins after the election, because it's like there's either one side is going to be very unhappy and say it was foul play, and it's going to be ugly. So I don't know. I don't think there's a great answer, to be honest.
All right, a year from today, I'll give you a couple people. A year from today, is Brandon Walker an employee at Barstool?
Yes, 100%.
No question. You don't think he'll do something so crazy that's going to get him fired?
No, I don't.
I like Brandon, but I worry, man.
You think he's assaulted his last employee?
He gets some massive swings up and down. I like him. I hope he's here for a long time. Man, I
mean, this is talk about the kettle. What is that expression? The pot calling the kettle black.
That's exactly the expression, Dave. You nailed it. You got it. Well, I'm saying from I can recognize it, but I'm saying he's. I mean, the thing.
He does have swing.
The thing with Erica,
I like Brandon.
So do I.
I don't know what. Yeah, sometimes he does, but I'd say 100%. I'd say 100%, but he is. I don't disagree that his wild swing.
Okay, a year from today, K. Marco.
Yep.
100%.
I would say 100%. Yeah.
Okay. Kirk Minihane.
I would say 100%. Yes.
100% yes. A year from today. Okay.
Yeah, I think so. Because when it push comes to shove, I think you're happy here.
I am. I've told you this. I say it on the show all the time. I love it here. You guys leave me alone. I get to do what I want. I get in some trouble. I get out of trouble. I do some stupid things, but then we talk it out. I think it's good.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else? Anything else you want to ask me, Dave? I know you're curious.
No, how you feeling?
I feel pretty good. Thanks. Yeah, no, I feel fine. Yeah, I mean, I know.
Because you can only, one thing you guys got to do over there is you got to keep your mental health holidays on rotation. So you can't have two guys go down. If Blind Mike's going to need some time, then you got to be feeling good. Yeah, I don't know what happens if you guys, your timelines sync up. We may have a problem.
Yeah, it's like the opposite of the period thing with women. Like it cannot be in sync.
Yeah,
right.
That seems reasonable. All right, I'll do my best. I'll talk to you later.
All right, bye.
All right, thanks. There you go.
There's some interesting news there.
What do you got? What's your big takeaways?
Kirk Minihane, 100%. They're going to take advantage of that third-year option.
Well, yeah,
they're going to offer it.
Well, you got to remember he has no idea what any of it is. For all he knows, my contract ends tomorrow. He has no idea what's going on.
Yeah, but I mean, his general attitude towards keeping you on for another year there seems to be some certainty there.
Well, he's right. Push comes to shove. We have complaints like everyone has, but are we Of course not. They've been great to us.
I mean, and everybody knows what the complaints are. The sales side, even Portnoy. If you'd asked him right there, why does the sales team suck so bad? He'd be like, I don't know, they just suck. Yeah. It doesn't seem to be high on their list of priorities. They're making money from stoolies on gambling.
He wasn't particularly combative today. Even the Deion thing is, I don't know. And I do understand, and that's what I said. If it was even me, like he had said, somebody who he thinks knows the stuff, then it'd be an issue. Yeah, I think Deion Sanders is a different.
Yeah, I think you should have phrased it differently, asking him about if you had Goodell on, because if I had Goodell on and I went after him and murdered him on the podcast instead of filleting him, I think it's a little bit different, because Clancy's not going to do that. Big Cat's not going to do that. They're just going to be playful with him.
But I think they would not have Goodell on. Yeah, okay, but Dan in PFT wouldn't have Goodell on and not mention Barstool.
Well, that's true. Yeah,
I mean, it wouldn't be like, hey, that's the. But he treats Deion differently and I get. And he's probably right in that Deion.
Yeah, that was his rebuttal. He was like, well, he's Deion Sanders.
And if he's right, like these celebrity guys, whether it's Rappaport or McAfee or whoever,
Florentine.
Is Florentine gone?
No.
Are we still doing the show?
Yeah.
Oh, we should play. So we haven't played him in a long time. It sounds like Deion's the one who's been in the joke as much. If that's the case, then what do you do?
I do think that it kind of adds something to it, like the specific segment that he was talking about, where Deion whips out his phone and he's like, "Yeah, I'll text LeBron James right now. Like, we'll see if we can work out that relationship."
That's a good element.
That's funny stuff. It doesn't hurt to have somebody who's super well connected within sports media and professional athletes.
True. He seems to be in a good mood though.
Yeah, and I think
life is good.
Yeah, I think we will be mixed up in the gambling stuff.
So how would that activate it? In what way would that be?
Well, they go to Pennsylvania and they find a big space where they can build out a studio and do live gaming and put out video.
Oh God, here? It's about gambling world.
It's about to get a lot busier at this location. I would
slot
imagine.
machines in the studio. Great.
I would imagine, yes.
Me and Carabas talking gambling baseball over-unders.
Which is surprising because they were like 23 days late on the rent here.
Were they really?
Yeah.
They want to get moving on that.
I got some very, very nervous phone calls
Jesus.
from the woman who owns this place.
I would think. But I asked Dave that, but I'm not surprised about the podcasts that aren't. Dave does like content.
Yeah, and I think there's something to be said for having a broad funnel.
Yeah, and I do think you turn. What's the point?
Is he just going to turn himself into DraftKings? Like,
well, that's the thing.
The content side is the competitive advantage they have over DraftKings and FanDuel and other gambling companies.
And you're not going to gain. You're not going to gain anybody by. Or I would say rather, you're not going to lose any gamblers by having podcasts like us or KFC.
Yeah, exactly.
But you're going to lose people if you don't.
Yes.
And those people might gamble. So like, there are gamblers who listen to this show.
Like, how if you're FanDuel or DraftKings, how do you compete with what Barstool is doing?
You can't if they do it right.
They might be able to have a slicker app with different prop bets, but they don't have the content funnel.
No, and I have the app right here. I wasn't kidding. So I mean. Yeah, we got now. It's gambling time, Steve. Get ready.
Oh, baby.
Steve's picks. Well, we did the thing with Mike.
Well, you actually can't bet.
Why not?
Because you're in Massachusetts.
I can bet on the app.
No, you can't.
Oh, I can't yet?
No.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah. I mean, I suppose you could you could get a VPN and spoof your location as being in Pennsylvania.
I was trying to figure it out. I was like, why the hell can't I gamble on this?
Yeah,
so
there's
shows how much I pay
geo restrictions. That's why they physically relocated to Pennsylvania.
Because of New York.
Yeah. Because the Supreme Court basically said that states can legalize online gambling and sports betting, but there's no national framework for what the policies are going to be. And so a state like Pennsylvania comes out and says, here are the rules, here are the necessary disclosures that you have to make, here's when you have to make a disclosure, here's how often you have to tweet out the problem gamblers hotline, that kind of stuff.
Right. See his Daily Mail story. Boston University professor urged to resign for calling Amy Barrett a white colonizer using adopted Haitian children as props.
She won't resign. Who's urging her to resign?
Resign.
I'm pretty sure that's like she's going to get a show on MSNBC.
Yeah, say she's tenured. If she's tenured at BU,
God, are we really going to do this again? We did this with Mitt Romney. Like there's so much bigotry. Criticizing him for having an adopted family member who is African American.
I didn't even know that.
Yes.
John, you mean McCain or Romney?
Romney.
He does? I didn't know that. I didn't even know that.
We went through this whole storyline.
I didn't know that. Am I forgetting something?
Yes.
I probably am.
Kieran James.
He adopted a kid or is it a grandkid?
It's his grandkid.
Oh, grandkid. Yes, I do remember that.
So there's the family photo where everybody is
Romney
white,
right?
and then there's the African American child, and it's like there's so much bigotry involved in the mind that says white parents can't adopt a black child. It's like the same stuff that goes into opposition to interracial marriage, but for some reason it's a really popular idea on the left.
Yeah, it's this idea, right? I mean, they're going to make this woman like she's the worst person on earth.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, right? It
doesn't matter. They got the votes.
It's going to be rough.
See you later.
It's going to be a rough scene. Rough scene. And then when Trump wins, oh my God, it's just going to be. And I'm seeing these same polls with these same pollsters from 4 years ago. I'm like, you people have learned nothing.
I love the people just raging on Twitter about the hypocrisy of stopping Merrick Garland, but now pushing an appointment. Look, only one principle matters. It's protecting America from liberals. And Amy Coney Barrett is going to protect America from liberals.
That's the only principle that matters? Is that true?
Only principle that matters. Protect America from liberals.
Well, I just like the fact. I mean, and I don't blame the Democrats. 4 years ago, they tried to do the same thing when Scalia died.
Yeah.
Or was it when Scalia died or no?
Yeah, no. When Scalia died, Obama appointed Merrick Garland, and the Republicans made the case that no, he's a lame duck president. We can't confirm this.
And Obama, to his credit, was like, no, we're pushing it forward. That's his, like I said it the other day, whether you like it or not, it's politics. And Trump was not elected for 3.5 years. It's a 4-year term.
Of course, yes.
Is it dirty pool? Yes, that's politics.
It's playing by the rules. It's not. I don't even think it's dirty pool.
Well, I mean, but I would say like the same people would be. There's inconsistencies abound all the time.
There's one consistent principle: protect America from liberals.
Okay, but is
Mitch McConnell is.
Is Lindsey being a little inconsistent?
No, because he's consistently trying to protect America from liberals.
Sure. Is his view on the time frame to appoint and not appoint? Is he?
Yes.
Okay.
It is different. He has switched whether he thinks it's okay to appoint.
So he's being honest both times.
The superior principle is consistent. Protect America from liberals.
What happens if liberals take over?
Look, you lose your freedom.
Okay, what else?
And they kill all the babies.
Abortions like crazy.
They want to reduce the population of Earth.
Give me a number.
Like 1 billion.
Give me a number of abortions that would happen if liberals took over America per year.
It would probably be 500 or 600 million.
Okay.
I mean, they would. There are liberals who would mandate abortions.
Wouldn't you say years from now that'd be better for traffic? In lines at supermarkets and Disney World?
What if you abort the guy who was going to go on to become an engineer who figured out how to fix traffic?
Okay, but you get rid of 600 million people. That is cutting
the inventor of
energy,
the flying car could have been aborted.
I'm almost for
the inventor of perfect clean energy could have been aborted.
Sure. Okay. Well, Hitler could have been aborted.
It's true.
You know what I mean?
I guess it cuts both ways.
That's what I'm saying. No, yes, it does, Steve. Yes, it does. How does it sound? I mean, how long do you have to talk about this before you hit the button? Out of curiosity.
Sorry.
It's okay.
It took a little time for me to get back into
It's been a week. I understand. I think in the Portnoy at one moment, which would have been a ballsy move.
No, he seemed
chipper.
Yeah, considering the last time I talked with him, he had fired me.
That's true. I also think it's not unreasonable. Like, I do get, like I sent that text. I don't think he even thinks of us. Like, he just thinks of people in New York.
Well, he thinks of us at certain moments.
But like, yes, when we get in trouble.
For being as gung-ho as he is about having you at Barstool, the only moments where we really come on his radar are when we're scaring away wildly profitable podcast hosts.
And that's about me and K. Marco and Brandon Walker, only because it's been noteworthy. I hope Brandon's here for another 20 years. I hope K. Marco falls off a fucking cliff. But I like Brandon. I hope Brandon's here.
You don't think Deadspin's going to hire K. Marco away?
Could happen.
The Ellie stuff was also interesting from Dave.
Yeah, it sounds like it wasn't just us, right?
Yeah, you scared her away. That's what I'm thinking.
But that had really died down. I think she was...
It had, but I think it left a nasty taste.
Maybe, but I don't know. Talking to other people, yes, for sure. But talking to other people in the company, I get the sense that she didn't like the Trump stuff, and she didn't like the Dave video stuff too. Just what I heard. I don't know if that's true or not. I can't comment on it.
Someone said that she's going to go start a new podcast with Gina.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That'd be great. If that's true.
Fucking amazing.
Please, Christ, please give us that sound we can have every week. Please. Oh, God, please. Is that really true?
That's another thing. If the liberals take over, you get Gina and Ellie running the country.
That's true. Like
20 years from now, President Ellie Schnitt.
That's true. And Gina would be like
the
chief of staff.
Or head of the military police.
Right, yeah,
martial law has been declared. She's going to go state by state, burning down every police precinct and imposing liberal rule.
I could see that. What happens if liberals take over? How about wouldn't the environment be better?
Well, look at California, where they refuse to manage their forests, and the forests burn down. Liberals are pretty much incompetent at managing anything. Everything goes to shit when liberals get in control.
How about the armpit hair in women in the country overall if liberals take over?
A lot more armpit hair. They might ban shaving of the armpits.
Really?
Yes. It'll be reversed Handmaid's Tale. There'll be security checks when you leave your house to make sure your pits are hairy.
How about the rights of heterosexuals?
Forced homosexuality. Mandated. Just to prove that you're not a homophobe, you're gonna have to send out a video of yourself engaging in homosexual acts. Yes.
All right. Well,
no, not just oral sex.
Oh, the whole thing.
Yeah.
Although why not at that point?
Given and taken.
Jesus Christ.
Just to prove that you're not a homophobe.
All right. Anything else, Steve? I mean, geez, I was hoping for more of a Mike tribute. Nobody's online. We got rid of all the calls, I imagine.
Yeah, I did.
Were we going to say anything else?
We could open the phone lines back up.
I think we've proven that point. Poor Mike. I'm thinking that. I really hope he's doing all right.
Yeah. I reiterate what I said. I think that he is doing the right things to get himself healthy.
I think so too. I mean, I really hope he's not listening. I don't know if I believe that he's not listening every day. Maybe he's not. I hope he's not. There's no upside to it. But it's hard, like when I was gone, there was no show, so I didn't really have to worry about it. For him, I know I got to think it's tough knowing that the show goes on.
Yeah, of course.
We're gonna laugh and we're gonna do our stuff. Like it can't, and he knows that intellectually, he knows that, but emotionally, it's got to kind of suck because I know he cares about the show a great deal. So, to not be part of it has got to be a weird thing. It's got to be weird. I know what it was like for me, and there was a difference. But listening to Mutt and Jerry, I was like, "What? Fuck." But that show was worse. Our show's probably better without Mike, but It's only if he's listening. That's the reason I said it. By the way, I get the sense that most people, and I think they're wrong. Most people think that Mike is partying and isn't doing anything, is just hanging out and, like I said, eating fucking cereal and watching TV. I really think he's doing this stuff. I mean, getting himself better.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I think he's going to go through the program, and I mean, it's going to. It sounds silly to say, but he has to learn how to use a cane. He has to learn.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
There's
of stuff
also obviously the mental health aspect of it too,
of
which is a huge part of it.
And it's going to take time also to cycle off of different prescription drugs. I mean, as you know, it's not something that you take it and all of a sudden I feel happy.
Well, Mike mentioned to me that
a month to get through
somebody you talked to said that you feel high when you first take it. It's the day. It's not true at all. It takes first of all, you don't feel anything the first a week or two.
Yeah,
you don't feel high. And now it's so different. As I said to him, when I first started taking them 30 years ago, to now even, it's a huge difference, massive difference. So I think it's going to be, a little anti-anxiety medications for Mike would be a good thing.
It's been great for Ziggy.
It's been great. It hasn't been good for Ziggy?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. All right. Well, it's important. I mean, it's essentially the same thing, really. It's a difference, right?
Yeah. I think I told you they wanted to put him on Prozac.
Right.
A vet gave me a bottle of Prozac. I was like, put my fucking dog.
Why is he so
on
depressed?
Prozac. He's not depressed. He just has.
What are you doing to him?
He has intense separation anxiety.
Like when you leave, he just freaks out the whole time?
Yeah.
Oh, God, I hate dogs like that.
Yeah.
You just want to kill him?
No.
Oh, okay. You brought him to Maine?
Yes.
Was he at the wedding with you?
Yes, he was.
Oh, God, that's annoying.
There are a lot of dogs at this wedding. There were two huskies. There was a
barking the whole time?
They were in the corner of the field, not really barking.
There's a pit bull?
Yeah, there was a pit bull
there.
Full
pit bull?
There was a pit bull there that was staring at my nieces and nephews like I would eat that.
Well, it all depends. So Clyde, the Clydester, who's a mix, we do think has some pit bull in him.
Yeah.
But he's the sweetest, he's a pussy. He's like the sweetest dog in the world. Though the Clydester, the vet said, no more human food for Clyde. He's got to lose 5 pounds.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
How do you take that?
He's not happy. He is not, because he's used to, whatever. You're making a sandwich and a little hunk of, you throw him a slice of Munster.
Yeah.
I am guilty of doing that.
I am also guilty of that. And we've had to cut out all the human food for Ziggy as well because he just won't eat his kibble. He's on he'll starve himself before he eats our kibble.
Well, you got to give him whatchamacallit. What's the one, the Red Dogs?
Ah, yes, Red Dogs.
Yes. Yeah. Those are okay. Speaking of which, thanks to Milton's, thanks to Target Trade Academy, and our newest advertiser. Try this. I'm telling you, I like it. I would not lie to you guys about cereal. I take it too seriously. Portnoy's a lunatic not having breakfast. That's not healthy.
No, it's not.
It's almost like he's not a healthy person. The shit he'll put in his body, you want to have fucking breakfast? But yes, cocoa, fruity, frosted, and blueberry. MagicSpoon.com/Kirk. Kirk for free shipping. Grab a variety pack and try it today. Please do that. Tomorrow, Steve, we're going to get back to work here. I think it's the grieving process. I know it's been tough today. We're going to have to move on. The callers, I think, are devastated, but they'll move on as well. It is amazing we did not get one call of support for Mike.
We are the world. We are the children. There's a choice we're making. There are people dying.
What was your favorite Mike moment?
My favorite Mike moment.
Yeah. I think you said it all, Steve. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
This was pretty reprehensible. I don't know how it can be anybody's idea of humor.